Ohio State football getting ready to travel up to Ann Arbor this weekend to take on Michigan. Ryan Day, earlier on his coach's show, talking about his quarterback, Julian Sand, potentially playing in bad weather.
Well, the good news is we practice in Ohio, so he's getting used to it. Yeah, we've had some days that have been cold here, so it's, like I tell him, you just got to handle it better than your opponent. That's it. And he will. He does a good job. He's a smart guy, and he's been able to handle it in practice great, so he'll be great on Saturday.
Ohio State women's basketball taking on the Mountaineers of West Virginia down at Baja Mar in the Bahamas. That game currently 55-55 nearing the end of the third quarter. You can listen to that on the Fan too, 1460 AM. And the Jackets in action at Nationwide Arena to play the Leafs tonight. You can listen to that game right here on the Fan with coverage starting at 6:30. This one sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Awaken 180 wants to thank Columbus by offering $500 off every new program now through Thanksgiving. Online at awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on the Fan.
The following is intended for immature audiences only. There's no such thing as a radio rating system. But if there were, this show would be rated O as in, oh my God, this show is so stupid. These people should be in jail. Let's begin.
Good afternoon.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy. Featuring Panama Ted.
Ted's a fun guy.
And the Crazy Soundboard.
Hola.
I'm Dennis Farina.
So much.
I even made just a little bit of a diagram for you.
56, and is that correct? Wrong.
You little weasel.
Turn off your brain and unzip your pants. Here's Common Man and Timmy.
Happy Wednesday. Welcome in. Hello, good, clean boy.
Hello, my turkey goblin man.
Here we are. We're on Thanksgiving Eve. Getting ready. I got my Gabagool shirt on.
You got a good-looking T-shirt on today. Is that Hardcore Italians?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
How you doing, Ted?
I'm doing good, Mike.
How you doing, Tress?
Doing good, Mike.
Hey.
Big program today. Leather Jacket Time with Nicole Shearin. Coming up at 3:30. Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer at 5:30.
Everybody's here. Got the full house. All the guests are lined up. Teddy is here. Day before Thanksgiving. Oh, boy.
I want to talk about some food today, too.
You think we're going to hit on food?
And as we said yesterday, it's big travel day. And maybe you're in the car with people that you're not normally in the car with when you listen to this show. So we promise to sort of keep it on the straight and narrow today.
A little family friendly.
I'll say PG.
PG.
Not even PG-13
PG.
or a hard pirate R. None of that.
Not even like a soft core like Roku movie.
No.
No.
This is fun for the whole family.
Absolutely.
Buckeyes beat the heck out of Mount St. Mary's.
Beat the heck out of them.
See what I did there?
Didn't they?
Yeah.
Boy, they really beat their butts, didn't they?
That was a good game.
They kicked him in the tush.
Glad we were out at 5:30 for that monstrosity.
Right.
We talk about this with football, and I understand there's going to be some of these games on the schedule, but you tell me how that made your team better last night.
I mean, college basketball is very different. I will say that. You've got a lot to work on if you're Ohio State. I mean, you've got a lot of new pieces that are gelling in. This is sort of the way of college basketball as well, but I know what you mean. There's some other teams that are out there in these multi-team events, and they're playing top 25 opponents. Ohio State's got not a top 25 opponent, but one of their bigger non-conference games coming up on Friday. So they do have something planned this week.
I understand.
It's just happening the day after Thanksgiving instead of the day before it.
And that is another game that they should win.
It is. So when you make the schedule, you plan on Pitt having a chance of being good and being a top 25 team. That did not happen. Their guards from last year's squad that came in here and helped beat Ohio State, they're gone, and they've struggled a bit. They not only got hammered by West Virginia, who's another opponent that Ohio State's going to play. I hate that they took this game away from either Morgantown or Columbus just to play it up in Cleveland and give the Northern Ohio fans the home show there. But West Virginia beat the brakes off of Pitt, and then Pitt turned around and lost to Central Florida and Quinnipiac. They lost to Quinnipiac. So this is a game where you do want to go on the road and beat them. The last two performances, though, for Ohio State, regardless of opponent, they have taken some strides. Now, you're right, they got to put it on film against better teams.
Of course, Buckeyes getting ready for Meat Chicken. We're going to hear from Michigan running back Jordan Marshall. He had some comments about why he chose Michigan over Ohio State.
He certainly did.
We will hear from Urban Meyer today. Jackets hosting Toronto tonight, 6:30 here on the Fan. So playoff rankings last night, Timmy.
Yeah.
Nothing really changes in the top 5. Ohio State stays 1, Indiana 2, Texas A&M 3, Georgia 4, Texas Tech 5. Then Oregon is up a spot to 6. Ole Miss is down a spot to 7. Oklahoma stays at 8. Notre Dame 9. Alabama 10. BYU 11. And Miami's up a spot to 12. Michigan's
That's the highest
at 15.
ACC, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Miami.
Michigan is at 15. USC is at 17. The highest group of 5 is Tulane at 24. So nothing really changes. We didn't really have a lot of interesting games last. I'm trying to think, what was the big upset we had last week? Did we have one?
I don't think we had one in college football. We had Pitt beating Georgia Tech. You count that? We don't really care about any of these ACC guys. They're going to steal a spot. We know that.
We talk about how nobody wants to win the ACC. Well, they have a guaranteed spot in this thing. And Georgia Tech was in the driver's seat with just one loss.
You know what's funny, too, is how Miami, where's the next ACC team after that? Is that SMU? You got to go all the way down to, Virginia. Sorry, there's a few crammed in there. Virginia is 18th. SMU, Pitt, and Georgia Tech are all sandwiched right in there. But Miami at 12, the highest ranked, they're going to play Pitt on the road. Do they even have a chance to get into? They might have some tiebreaker opportunities to get into their conference championship game.
Miami?
Yeah, but
yes, there's chances.
It's looking grim. I mean, they lose that game to Pitt, then it's done. That'll work itself out. But there are 3 one-loss teams in the conference standings in the ACC ahead of Miami, and that's the highest ranked team. You got Virginia, Pitt, and SMU all 6-1. I'm trying to see if Virginia plays. No, they play Virginia Tech at home, and Virginia Tech is really bad. They had to let just James Franklin come on there and come on there. I don't know why I sound like that. Come on down there and throw the headset on. See if they can win that game for you.
I would love all of you to get in touch with us today, too. Find us on X at Man and Timmy 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093 or email us goodcleanboy@gmail.com. Very easy question for all of you today. What are you most looking forward to eating tomorrow? Maybe it's
Not
something.
what are you thankful for?
No. Maybe everybody else is doing that. Get out of here. I'm thankful for eating. Maybe it's something that nobody else really has at their Thanksgiving. I was talking to somebody in the neighborhood. Their background, their family is Turkish. And they said it's 90% Turkish food and 10% American Thanksgiving food. I said, beautiful. That's great.
What is like the...
They look forward to it.
Give me a couple of like main things in the Turkish flair. I feel like I've seen a couple of Turkish places in the North Market. I've seen some of their
Timmy,
food spreads.
I'm going to say a kebab.
Just a straight old marinated kebab.
Something with pita.
Maybe like a lemon chicken is a popular thing out there.
I'm sure that sounds right. Maybe stewed goat.
You're right on that with kebabs. That's the first thing that Google AI is going to tell you. Yeah.
You can't go wrong with a good kebab.
No, you can't.
We don't have enough kebabs.
You just got to be careful that you don't stab the back of your throat with that kebab.
What's the matter with you? You can't eat a Cape Cod chip.
You got to be careful.
You can't eat a kebab. How do you eat?
Well, you're shoving a skewer
First of all, you're
into
not
the back
shoving
of your
it.
throat.
You're holding it out, and then your mouth goes to it.
Uh-huh.
Or you take a fork and you take everything off the kebab. It's just cooked on the kebab.
I mean, I'd like to eat it off the kebab. I think that's the fun thing about having a kebab is that it's holding all the food. What's the use of a fork if you got a kebab?
I have a couple ideas for you tomorrow. Now, I've been very picky about this my whole life. I want my Thanksgiving meal, and I'm an adventurous eater. There's nothing to do with that. You want to make me a better version of stuffing? Great. We got 364 days of that. I want my Thanksgiving meal to be straight out of 1950. That's what I want. I want green bean casserole, not fancy green beans, out of the can, right? In Campbell's French onion soup recipe, or onion soup, whatever the hell it is.
You want the old,
That's
simple,
what I want.
cheap stuff.
I want stuffing. Uncomplicated. I don't need crap in it. I don't need artichokes in my stuffing. Don't want it. Again, 364 days out of the year, you can make me a stuffing with a bird. It's great. I would eat it. I want crescent rolls. I want sweet potato. I want mashed potato. I want a pumpkin pie. I want apple pie. I want everything out of 1950.
I want to have that cranberry sauce out of a can.
I want mine out of the can, too. When I was a kid, we used to have it out of the can. And my mom said one year, I'm going to zhuzh it up. I'm going to do my own homemade cranberries.
No.
And she went and she got the actual cranberries.
No.
I never saw a real cranberry before, but she got the actual cranberries, and then she made it all, and then she put this orange crap in it.
No, don't
want
put any
orange in my cranberry.
Or anything. Don't put any kind of marmalade on top.
I don't care what Martha Stewart does. She's in prison.
For a reason.
And it wasn't for the insider trading. It was for adding orange to cranberry sauce.
Trying to spruce up too many Thanksgiving dishes. That's why.
We don't need to zhuzh up Thanksgiving.
Who's the big cranberry guy? What's that, an Ocean Spray? Who's the can?
Ocean Spray.
Like nice little Ocean Spray
As a matter of fact,
cranberry sauce?
Can't name you another one.
Store brand, that's it. Is there
Probably all
Is
Ocean
there another
Spray.
brand name cranberry sauce other than Ocean Spray? I can picture the can. Like I can see it in my mind right now.
I always keep some in the house too. You never know when you're going to want a little cranberry sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Because we do.
That's one of those we have this conversation.
At
You
the
like
house.
to have access to things throughout the year. That's one of those I specifically will leave just for Thanksgiving and
We do
2 days
in
that follow.
May. We do halfway to Thanksgiving.
Okay, well,
and
that's okay.
I will make the Thanksgiving meal in May. We do halfway to Christmas in June. I never understood this Christmas in July crap. That's not halfway. That's not halfway to Christmas.
It's not halfway.
As a matter of fact,
is that what Hallmark does
that's
too?
Like 4 weeks away from my mother-in-law putting the tree up in July.
It's getting dangerously close. She may as well just start in the summertime now.
All right, Michigan running back Jordan Marshall has some things to say about Ohio State and why he chose to go to Michigan. We'll talk about it next. Colin, Man, and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Watch for some slower traffic on eastbound 670 from Cleveland Avenue to 71. And we've got an accident that's on the right shoulder causing delay on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority. Want a man cave, playroom, or guest space in your basement? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the basement finishing experts. Book your free inspection today at ohiobasementauthority.com. Licensed in all states where work is performed. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
More than a few of our patients have talked to me about their first time, but it's not the first time you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're over 50, it's likely that you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men using protocols with success rates well over 90%. And those treatments have, in most cases, made sex great again for both them and their partners. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make the last time that happens the last time that happens. For just $99, you'll receive blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
Back for a limited time, the French dip from Firehouse Subs. Piled high with premium roast beef, caramelized onions, and melty provolone cheese on a freshly toasted garlic butter roll. Served with warm, savory au jus for dipping. This premium French dip is only at Firehouse Subs for a limited time. Head to your nearest Firehouse Subs or order ahead and skip the line. And remember, Firehouse Subs catering is perfect to feed the whole crew on game day. Limited time at participating Firehouse Subs restaurants while supplies last. You don't have to wait for Black Friday to get good deals at Columbus Car Audio and Accessories. Shop early anytime this week and save on remote starters to warm yourself up, window tint to add style and privacy, and all things car audio to make your ride louder and better than the rest. Plus, check out deals on dash cams, Apple CarPlay, paint protection film, and more. Shop for yourself or everyone on your list at Columbus Car Audio and Accessories Black Friday sale. Going on now. Morse Road near Easton, Main Street in Reynoldsburg, or online at Columbus thiscaraudio.com.
Realtors usually charge you 6% to sell your house, but not my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They take 1%. It's in the name. And this is full service. No shortcuts, no for sale by owner crapola. They do it all. Call 614-451-6616.
Save a good deal more with Meijer Black Friday deals every day of the week, November 23rd through the 29th. Kick off your holiday gift shopping in style with shoes for the whole family. Buy one, get one for just $1. Enjoy all your holiday favorites on an Element 65-inch smart TV for only $199.99. And build holiday memories with 30% off select Lego playsets. Plus, Yankee Candle products are buy one, get one for $1. Black Friday deals all week. That's the happy holiday good life at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
This is Ryan Krieger, and at Krieger Ford, we know life's busy. Let us handle your car care. Enjoy our convenient pickup and delivery service, or have our technicians come to you with our mobile service van. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Schedule your appointment today, only at KriegerFord.com.
Austin and Berm are back with a new daily podcast, the ultimate OSU Football Insiders. You know it's refreshing to have some smart people working here from time to time.
The Beat with Austin and Berm on the 10 TV Plus app.
Subscribe today.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Progressive Insurance. Not only does Progressive let you bundle your insurance, they also give you round-the-clock protection. Get a quote today at progressive.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Mostly cloudy skies for most of the day today and plunging temperatures down into the 30s by the afternoon, but gusty winds will make it feel like we are in the 20s. For tonight, mostly cloudy with lows in the 20s, but with those gusty winds continuing, our feels like could be in the teens in some spots. And for Thanksgiving Day, mostly cloudy, mainly dry with highs in the 30s, but breezy winds will make it feel like we're in the 20s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
The only show that can bring a dead queen back to life. This is Common Man and Timmy.
Hey, please subscribe to the podcast of This Stupid Show. It's available wherever you get your audio. Just search Common Man and Timmy. Click, subscribe. Every single show goes right to your device, free of charge. Podcast brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. Hey, Teddy, remember when I asked you about the rejoins? Hey, are all the rejoins in the rotator?
Right.
Yeah, because I asked Colin about it, and he said, hey, bring up the rotator. And so we brought it up, and there were like 16 opens, rejoins in there.
Like
and
half.
I said, I guess that's them. And Colin was like, yeah, they're there, and they're playing.
No. We had pretty much all new ones yesterday because I think Colin was manually making sure that they play.
Are they all in there now?
We didn't say anything about it yesterday.
I assumed that he just put the ones that he found into the rotator to expand it. I can double check and look at that rotator.
Not assume anything.
Do you think an old one plays next break or a new one? That'll be the excitement now.
But they're all in there.
Going to be another old one or a new one? I don't know.
Yeah, he didn't replace them. He just added them to them.
I got it.
Right. So they're all in there. There could be old and new.
I'm going to double check.
How you doing, Ted?
I'm doing good, Mike.
Doing good, Mike.
Thank you,
doing good, Mike.
Food stuff, by the way, before we get to Michigan running back Jordan Marshall.
Mm-hmm. I got a food stuff thing, too, before you go on.
I said that I want my entire Thanksgiving meal straight out of the 1950s, and I do. Mm-hmm. However, I'm not opposed to untraditional Thanksgiving foods. I just think they should be in addition to
Sure.
the traditional stuff.
Yeah.
You want to experiment with some other stuff. We always have Italian food at our Thanksgiving, too. There's a lasagna. There's chicken cutlets.
Yeah,
There's crap like that. I love it.
We were catching up with Matty Ice, and we've talked to him throughout the years, and we had known this about him and his family. They, too, like his mom makes a lasagna. They make, like, did he say, like, barbecue balls
the
or,
list,
like, barbecue meatballs
the
or
list
something?
that Mrs. Mama Hayes
It sounds
makes.
amazing.
I mean, he told me this one time. He said she's not doing it for Thanksgiving this year. She's going to do it for Christmas. We need to have Matty Ice come on this program and tell us what it is, because I swear to you, it's the most food I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And it's just the three of them sometimes. Mom, Dad, Maddie. Maddie's an only child.
And they make it all. They
she
have
makes
a big
it all.
old food day.
She's got all the, the turkey and that, but she does crab cakes and barbecue ribs and mac and cheese.
Crab
and
cake balls
barbecue
is what it is.
meatballs and all sorts of stuff.
Like the sweaty balls or something like that.
I feel left out
so good
with the mac and cheese when I was a kid. We never had mac and cheese.
He's the reason why I started to do mac and cheese for Thanksgiving. I'd heard we'd have these conversations every single year around the office, as most people do. What are your side dishes? What are you having? People from different backgrounds make different dishes, right? People from different countries have different dishes for the holiday. It's like that. So I love mac and cheese to my core as a side dish. Why not start making it on Thanksgiving? And I do, and it's tremendous. And I also have gone more non-traditional as of late, where we've started to do full-on barbecue Thanksgivings. We've just been eating what we want. I started to miss having turkey as well, like you said, in addition to.
You can have that.
So I make sure
in
that
addition to.
if I'm not roasting an entire turkey, I've always wanted to try a deep fried turkey, but I'm not even going to pretend like I'm going to go into that foray. I'm not going into that venture. If anything, I'll get my own beefed up smoker. I'm not doing the deep fried.
You'd be
I've
one
seen
of the
too many
guys
people
who
dipping it in
burns
and
the house down.
Explodes. Yeah, the entire backyard is on fire. But I will do a turkey breast now, and I picked mine up. I got it from Honey Baked Ham, and it is so succulent.
If you'd like to do sort of your regular stuffing, and then on the side, you want to try something else, different type of stuffing. If you're a fan of White Castle, and you've never made the White Castle stuffing, you're missing out, because it's delicious. Now, you go out, you get yourself a dozen sliders, no cheese, no pickle. And there's a recipe right on the White Castle website. Just type in White Castle slider
I didn't
stuffing.
know about this.
It's delicious.
You just tear up the sliders?
You tear up the sliders. You put some chicken broth on it. You bake it. It's delicious.
And that's as much breading as you're going to need,
oh,
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
you can chop up some celery and do that if you want, but it already has the little onion pieces in
you
there.
Don't need any bread. Do you want any like crunchy breadcrumbs to
no, there's none of that.
crunch it up a little bit?
You can toast it up under the broiler in the oven.
Broil it up a little bit.
The top will get crispy and crunchy if you want to.
All right, here was a food thing. Downtown Dad, who's one of our craziest guys in the YouTube chat, and we love him. He's there. He sent in a recipe that he's been forced by the DT mom to make every year. Says he gets harassed and ridiculed by the family. Oh, who made the ribbon salad? It's called the ribbon salad. Here, I'm looking at a picture. It's in one of those glass Pyrex dishes that you would throw a casserole in. It's raspberry and lime jello.
Of course it is.
It's cream cheese. It's marshmallow. It's lemon jello, Cool Whip, and a touch of mayo. I don't know why we have a touch of mayo in it.
The whitest thing I ever heard.
But it just seems like, until it got to the mayo, it sounded pretty damn good. With like a little bit of the cream cheese and jello and
I don't know
cream
about
cheese,
the cat,
all the
but I
flavors.
sure am enjoying it.
It's like a Cousin Eddie dish for
All right,
sure.
here we go. Jordan Marshall. He is Michigan's running back. He was class of 2024. He was recruited by Ohio State. He decided to go to Michigan, and yesterday he told us why.
I really liked Tony Alford. He would probably be one of the reasons that I went there. I did like a few other people, and that's truly why I didn't pick there. And I think Coach Alford would tell you the same. He came here and he sees the best head coach in the Big Ten in college football, and how he carries himself and how he puts himself over the team, and it's all about culture, and that's what I wanted to be around. I didn't want to be around people that were about themselves, and I truly just believe that. That's why Coach Alford came here too, is he knew that he wanted to be around better people.
Oh, Joe! Jordan Marshall is a good player, right? He's leading their team in rushing right now, and he is the one that Ohio State's defensive line and linebacking core is going to be licking their chops to stop. And after comments like that are made, see, Ryan Day, responding to a question about like, what's the goal? Like, what do you want to do? Like, what's fun about this week? Well, fun would be kicking ass. I don't think Ryan Day was basically saying we're going to go up there and kick their ass. That was like, that's the goal. That's what our intention is every time we play this game. That comment there,
it doesn't bother me.
That got a little personal.
I say,
and if
of
they
course,
want to
it's
use
personal. This whole thing is personal.
I say use it.
The more, the merrier. Look, you know what that means? If you talk yourself into a corner, you got to actually go out and do it. Jim Harbaugh famously did that. Guaranteed victory as a player. Then they go out and they had to back him up. That maybe is some extra motivation for his offensive line tomorrow to make sure that, Jordan Marshall has himself a game.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying they need extra motivation, but look, these guys are looking for edges. You should say, well, playing in the game, the biggest rivalry in sports should be an edge enough. But I tell the story because it's true. Chris Spielman's one of the all-time great competitors. I had the chance to host a show with this guy on a daily basis. To stay in the right mind frame for a football game every single week, he would envision to the point where it became real to him that the opposing quarterback kidnapped his family. And the only way to get his family back was to get to that quarterback and punish him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Now, obviously, playing in the game is intense enough, but he had to take it to the next level. Maybe Jordan Marshall takes that to the next level. Maybe the Buckeye defenders hear that and say, let's show them how selfish we really are. Right?
Absolutely.
Let's show him what his buddy Tony Alford couldn't handle here at Ohio State.
Tony Alford had everything that he could have ever hoped for here at Ohio State. He had a wonderful job. He had his ability to go out and spread the word of Ohio State football and go to high schools all over the country.
You know what else Tony Alford got when he went to Michigan? A raise.
A raise and a lot of money.
Let's stop pretending that wasn't about him. Of course it was.
And then there were clearly some hurt feelings that went on and some spite. And that went both ways. Like, once that happened, you don't make that move. And I still appreciate that, too. Like, can nothing be sacred anymore? If someone is going, because people are moving around in all walks of life, too, taking jobs, and you all have your specific reasons for doing so. And most of the time, it's fine. And in sports, it's the same thing. Guys are moving around maybe more frequently than in normal jobs. Guys take jobs, they get fired, they get rehired. It's a very ultra-specific type of work, so you're looking for those guys with experience. But from Ohio State to Michigan or Michigan to Ohio State, you just don't see a lot of that going on, and for good reason. It's just something you don't do.
Leather jacket time with our gal Nicole Shearin from 10 TV, and I have a little bone to pick with Miss Nicole. That is coming up in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a couple minutes slowdown on westbound 70 downtown between the 71 East and West Split. There's also a couple minute delay on northbound 71 between 270 and Polaris Parkway on the North Outer Belt. This report is sponsored by the Ohio Department of Transportation. What do we do to be safe and ready to go? Buckle up, phones down, take it slow. Let's work together to ensure everyone makes it home for the holidays. Brought to you by ODOT, the Ohio State Highway Patrol, and Ohio Traffic Safety Office. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Green & Sons. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Green & Sons will help you find your next Kubota tractor. Located in Mount Sterling and north of Marysville. And online at greenandsons.com.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Hi, this is Max with Buckeye Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Winter will be here before you know it, and that means it's time to get your heating and plumbing systems maintained. Our True Comfort membership is designed to keep things in tip-top shape. Thank you for letting us keep your home comfortable and plumbing worry-free. And when you need us,
call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Great Lakes Hyundai of Dublin is turning Black Friday into the ultimate two-day car buying celebration. Buy any new Hyundai and spin the wheel to win prizes like AirPods, gift cards, TVs, or even a shot at the cash machine. Friday and Saturday only at Great Lakes Hyundai of Dublin.
Skyline's Mac and Cheese 3-Way is back. This time with white cheddar cheese and creamy cavatappi pasta. Try a Mac and Cheese 3-Way with Skyline's original chili or their new chicken chili. at participating Skyline locations for a limited time.
Common Man and Bob Capace here for Worthington Jewelers. Bob, why should people trust you for their holiday shopping this year?
Family owned and operated for 25 years. We're known for helping guys make great decisions. Unlike me hiring you, Common Man.
You know, I was thinking, I've been a good, clean boy this year. You got anything for me over there?
How about a nice anklet?
Sold. Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington. WorthingtonJewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
What up, bitches? It's leather jacket time with 10 TV's Nicole Shearin.
Sponsored by Midwest Cards. Experience collecting in a whole new way.
We're all sporting our brown leather today.
I love it.
Brown's in, baby.
Oh, this is Thanksgiving. I think brown works.
No, brown is the color of the season. I'm telling y'all right now.
And you guys have fur, too. Like, Mike's got the bomber jacket, so he's got the nice, white cream fur. And you've got sort of a light brownish fur on the collar of your jacket. I've just got the one that has the brown, dark brown hoodie sewn in. But I like it. I like this feel.
I love it. It's great.
I have a little bit of a bone to pick with you.
Oh, boy.
All right?
Okay.
Because we were taping a little something for TV.
We were.
Which may or may not see the light of day.
No, I already
who the hell
cut
knows?
it. Okay.
I know you cut it, but you cut last time, too, and it just disappeared.
Yeah,
that's a different story.
Are half the things you guys record now never making it to air?
No, that was just one time.
This?
That's a different conversation.
What is going on?
That's a conversation called Nicole calls Mikey on the way home, and we yell about stuff. That's that conversation.
Exactly.
Anyway, you were telling me that you believe these innocent young boys over there playing Ohio State football have too much pressure on them for this game, and we need to back off.
Not necessarily phrased the way you just said it, but
do you
yes.
disagree with what I said?
No, I don't, because this is what I said, and I said this last year. I think I said it to you, Timmy. I think, and I know I'm going to get some hate for this, they need to take down the countdown clock in the Woody. There is too much.
That's right.
That's
right. You said that.
Yes.
I don't agree with you.
It's too much when you look at it.
No, but
makes them have poo-poo in their panties.
Look at the record. And Coach Day has said it. He wants to treat it as normal as possible, a normal game week.
He's lying.
Well, I'm sorry. When you're counting down 365 days, that's not normal.
You know what we have on our website?
You're not treating this game like normal.
971thefan.com.
Yeah, countdown.
Countdown clock.
Exactly. Get rid of the countdown clock.
I have a story about that countdown clock.
Okay.
So yours truly was responsible for updating that countdown clock. Back when I wasn't on this show and I was doing the Buckeye show, and I wore many other hats as well. I would try to do some maintenance on the website here and there, make sure things were looking right. This was a buy. I forget who sponsored the countdown clock back then, but originally you were supposed to reset that after every single game. That was not supposed to be a simple countdown to the Michigan game every kind of clock.
Oh, that was a countdown to the next game?
It was supposed to count down to the next game because
the maths got too hard for us.
They wanted it to look different. It wanted to be like leading up to every single game, see a different opponent up there on the top of the website. So it changed around. And it was basically something that I decided to do one off season after we lost that first game to Michigan. I just said going into the off season there, I'm just leaving the clock what it is. I'm just searching up what the actual date of next year's game is. I'm resetting it to that. And then I never changed it ever again. And still, for 4 years running now, it's only been a Michigan countdown clock.
So this is all your fault.
I think.
No,
it's not his fault.
No, it's not going to change it until you win the game. And I'm not even going to change it. We're not even going to change it after that because that is a 365-day countdown clock.
Listen, let me just say one more thing, because I know there are people out there who think this is crazy what I'm saying, but let me back it up real quick. My reasoning behind this is every time the guys walk in the Woody, they look to the right on the wall and it says 300 days till the game. I get it. It's the greatest rivalry in sport. I am not disagreeing with that. But something is wrong that they have lost 4 straight years. Something's got to give.
And it ain't a clock.
I don't know what it is.
Not the clock.
But maybe that's a start.
Nicole, there's always been an element of pressure over there.
I understand that.
That's Ohio State football. When Ohio State went to the national championship game, they lost to Florida 41-14.
Yep.
The next year, the players come back, and Tress has every single 41-14 highlighted, and the locker combinations are all 41-14. They use these little psychological games with each other. And that clock just represents another psychological game. You have this amount of time to get ready.
I understand
Can you do
that,
it?
but I don't know if these guys are responding well to the psychological games. I think it is a psychological game of a game where they're not responding to it. Something is off.
That needs to be part of overcoming the challenge.
The clock is the reason why they didn't run a good game plan last year?
No.
If they're having a hard time.
I'm not saying that's the reason, first of all. It is an aspect.
Nicole, though, if they're having a hard time with all these psychological things, this needs to be part of what they overcome. Because this, regardless of how college football goes, and everybody now has their opinion on that, of whether the game is going to continue to matter or not, we're here doing our thing this week. It still feels like it matters a whole hell of a lot. It might not nationally forever, but I think here in Ohio and up there, it's always going to mean business. I even see people trying to say that the Iron Bowl is a better rivalry. I laugh. I laugh at that. But you need to own that part of it. Let's stop trying to pretend that it's the other things and that we care too much or we care too little. How do we find the right balance? You've got to just go out there and win the damn game. It comes down to who's going to be tougher and more physical.
I do agree.
Oh, sorry. Dang. Sorry.
Dang.
We're doing family friendly today.
My bad. That's hard for y'all, I'm sure.
People are in the car, that aren't normally in the car.
Because it's Thanksgiving.
Right, maybe
I'm really
grandma's
thankful
there.
for you guys, by the way. Just wanted to throw that out
thank
there.
you.
Thankful for you, too.
Aw. What about you, Mike?
Yes, I'm thankful for you and Timmy and the whole gang.
Me and Tim were having a great moment, and you were just sitting there smiling.
He's in the moment.
I didn't want to jump in on your love fest.
He's in the moment.
Hey, Teddy, I love you too, Teddy.
Thanks.
How you doing, Ted?
I'm doing good,
No,
Mike.
when someone says they love you, you don't say thanks.
Yeah,
right?
that's
You say, I love you
aggressive.
too, buddy, or back at you, buddy.
That's harsh, Ted.
That's too bad.
Oh, Mikey.
Yeah.
I love you.
I know, and I love you too.
Am I third wheeling now?
Hey, Nicole.
Hi.
Love you.
Love you guys.
Let's say it really creepy.
Love you. How you doing, Ted?
Doing good, Mike.
Nicole told me something today, and maybe I just passed out and forgot that they stopped doing the Mirror Lake thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, did they have a death
Somebody
or just a
died,
bad
yeah.
injury?
Yeah.
We can't do it.
See, I was talking about that.
You can't see my eyes, but they went like this.
Yeah, you get MRSA, you die, you get tuberculosis.
no
I
good.
don't know if that's the thing you get from Mirror Lake, but it's bad stuff.
By the way, Tim, do you know how to spell MRSA?
MRSA? Is it just like an acronym?
How do you spell?
Yeah, that's it.
Is that it?
MRSA.
Okay.
But I did it wrong.
Mike had a hard time with that.
I did
for our television
MSR.
segment. Yeah.
I don't know why,
Misra.
why do you even have me on?
Because we
the
have so
TV?
much. Because, Mike, I enjoy doing that with you. I think it's fun. Do you not have fun?
Of course you do, because you're so much better at it than me.
No,
I
I'm
feel
not.
so uncomfortable.
No, you're not uncomfortable. You may just look uncomfortable.
Can we just have a desk? I feel naked standing there.
We can have a desk.
I
Yeah.
want a desk.
We can have a
like
desk.
a special desk with our faces on it.
Okay, I don't know about all that, but we can have a desk.
I think the coffee table setup.
Ooh,
two
sipping with-
chairs and a coffee table
Yeah.
is better. More relaxed.
We can have branded mugs.
More conversation.
You got to cross your legs then, right? And
Yeah, like a leg cross.
Crisscross applesauce.
Like to cross
on
my legs.
pillows.
Applesauce? I'm
like
Fatty
no.
Arbuckle can't crisscross applesauce.
We're sitting in chairs. What are you talking about? Crisscross applesauce. We're sitting in chairs.
Applesauce. All right, so we talked about the pressure. We did all that.
Yes.
We're here with Nicole Shearin from 10 TV. What
What's
do you
up?
think actually happens on Saturday?
I think Ohio State goes to Ann Arbor and wins the football game, breaks the 4-game losing streak, and finally gets it done.
They have to.
They have to.
I said this last year that they have to, but this year
They're
they
going to.
really have to.
They are going to.
Why?
Coach, well, first of all, and Mike and I had talked about this. They made the mistake last year. Coach Day admitted it. The coaching staff admitted it. Their play calling was terrible. They were trying to prove a point. They were trying to be the tougher guy. They are not going to do that again this year. They learned the hard way that they were trying to be, we're going to run it down your throats. We're going to be tough. They're not going to do that. They're going to use their receivers. They're going to use their strengths. They're going to play the kind of football that they have played all year.
Speaking of the receivers, you were over there this week.
Yes.
I mean, what are we seeing? Are we hobbling?
Well, I mean, you guys heard what Jeremiah Smith said on the Downs podcast.
I know what he said.
I don't sound. I'm not overly confident about how he sounded
I'm
there.
not. I will say, and I told you guys this last time. I mean, Jeremiah's definitely got a limp going on. Carnell, I honestly think if I were to guess right now, because again, we have not been told anything, I say Jeremiah plays. I think Carnell does not. If I had to guess.
And we had Lincoln Keenholz trying to kill Brandon Innes last week against Rutgers because he couldn't throw a ball on the mark, like a 10-yard throw.
Dude, what a snag, though, from Innes.
That was a great catch, but it also looked like he dislocated his shoulder as he was getting up.
I will say.
I think he's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely was icing that thing walking out of the locker room.
Oh, man. I want to go back to something you said about the play calling, because we had this question, maybe CB threw it out there about the run game. I'm not simply going to say that Ohio State can't win the rushing battle, but that can't be an excuse for losing a game. There still is a script where you can win the rushing battle, win the passing game battle. I hope they can do both when you've seen Michigan's offense compared to Ohio State's offense. I have more confidence in Ohio State's defensive line right now with what they've done. They've still kind of been moving a couple of pieces. We've seen some interchangeable parts at right guard lately, and I'm okay. I'm okay with competition there to try to maximize, but I can see how Ohio State does still turn up the more physical team.
Yeah.
I think it's been pissing them off long enough. Oh, sorry about that.
Ticking.
I think it's been ticking those guys
I got to tell you, you're a pretty big offender.
I'm bugging them
twice in the same
Are you a
segment.
professional or not? What are we doing?
I'm sorry. All right, Johnny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, little Timmy and little Sarah in your car. My bad.
I agree with you, though, with what you're saying. I think it's going to be very hard for Michigan to find the end zone. I think this defense is going to be a lot.
Are you
for the
working
Wolverines.
tomorrow?
Of course I am.
On Thanksgiving?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
But are you going to have a meal?
Actually, it was so nice.
I feel sad you just sitting here by yourself.
No, actually, my mom's here. I think she's actually listening right now. Hi, Mom, if you're listening. Dom, sweet Dom, I walk in the door, and he invited my mom and I to go have dinner in between shows at his home.
Well, that's very nice of Dom.
I know.
Remember when I offered to bring you a plate last year?
Yeah, you did. What did you do,
And
Mike?
you said no.
Let's try and one-up each other.
I didn't say no. When did I say no?
You said no thanks. I
said
full.
no. Yeah, because they always have food for us. I don't know what they're doing this year. What did you do, Mike, last year?
For Thanksgiving?
You didn't seem to offer anything.
Oh, God.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't offer you a plate?
I'm kidding. What do you guys do
I'll
for
tell you what,
Thanksgiving?
you can go over to my mom's house and just pretend to be me. You can take all the guilt. She's half blind now anyway. She won't even know that it's not me.
What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm just going by mom. Mom and dad.
What about you?
In-laws.
Super cash.
Nice. That sounds good.
And then we're both back here on Friday. And I assume you're back on Friday, too.
Yes, I'll be here.
So we'll have another day to get ready for Ohio State and Michigan. Thank you, Nicole. Can we see you on the TVs tonight?
Thanks, guys. Of course. Going to the Woody in a little bit, and then 11 o'clock, I'll be anchoring sports.
Happy Thanksgiving, Nicole.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Nicole
Thankful
Shearin
for you.
from 10 TV. I want to talk about my buddy Mike DeWine coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Looking at a 5-minute delay on eastbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between 315 and 71. And we've got some holdup due to a crash that's on the right shoulder of northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com. With over 100 online casino-style games, Chumba Casino is your go-to destination for nonstop entertainment. Play for fun and play for free at ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21 plus. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've hit your medical deductible, now's the time to see Dr. Mark Levy. Get a custom oral appliance that stops snoring and helps you ditch that CPAP and pay less out of pocket. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com before the year ends.
You have a chance to win a beautiful new custom home or cash prize this holiday season with a Home for the Holidays raffle. And help make wishes come true for Make-A-Wish Kids. One lucky winner will be announced on December 24th, so get your $100 ticket now. Just visit ahomefortheholidayscolumbus.org to buy your tickets. That's ahomefortheholidayscolumbus.org. Terms and conditions apply.
Timmy Hall here, proud to be back for my 4th year supporting Nationwide Children's Hospital and Light Up the Lawn, Light Up a Life. The holidays can be tough for kids and families spending it in the hospital. So now through December 31st, more than 100 giant illuminated butterflies will shine on the hospital lawn, each one sparkling to life with every single donation. When patients see those butterflies glow, they'll know their community's thinking of them, sending waves of hope and joy. So let's do this together. Let's light up the lawn and light up a life. Donate now at nationwidechildrens.org/give.
Ooh, winter's coming. And when the wind starts to blow, don't come inside to the cold. Open the door to peace of mind with your Waterworks and Header Precision Furnace Tune-Up and Energy Savings Plan. Your furnace is the heart of your home, and Waterworks and Header will have yours running at peak performance throughout the winter. Plus, you'll save on those energy bills too. Go to waterworks.com and schedule your furnace tune-up online. Waterworks and Header, heating, cooling, and plumbing. Together to serve you better.
When you're building a single-family house, multi-unit house, townhouse, penthouse, row house, or tiny house, lean on green. Sunbelt Rentals. The Columbus builders who are building Columbus do. They know they can rent the right equipment at the right price right now, thanks to the largest rental fleet and most rental locations in Columbus. All powered by people for equipment know-how, support, transport, and training. So no matter what you've got going in or going up, lean on green. Sunbelt Rentals. Learn more at sunbeltrentals.com.
In the old days when people lived to be 40, you only had one option for listening to your favorite show. But now, ooh, baby, radio, podcast, the Fan app, and YouTube, ooh, just to name a few, live or on demand. You have no excuses. The Fan.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, is it true?
What's that?
Tire Discounters is offering up to $200 off sets of Goodyear tires?
Absolutely.
Plus free alignment and a full synthetic oil change?
You got it.
I'm not one to exaggerate, but that may be the best deal in the history of the world.
But free would be better.
Mike, don't toy with me.
Through the holidays, every day we're open, someone will get their money back on 4 tires.
But I...
Just breathe, Phantom. Breathe.
No purchase necessary. Ends 12/31/25. Visit website for details.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Don't let your insurance benefits go to waste. End the year sleeping better with Dr. Mark Levy's oral appliance. No mask, no noise, just results. Hurry, deductibles reset soon. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or go to sleepbettercolumbus.com today. Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone here for Window Nation. Living in Ohio, you want your home to be comfortable year-round, your family protected, and an investment you can feel great about for years. Now, during Window Nation's end-of-year sale this November, you could save big on windows that do just that. You'll save 50% off all window styles, plus you can get 0% interest financing for 5 years. Window Nation's proven quality windows are so good you'll actually save money on lower utility bills every single month. And they're backed with a lifetime warranty. Window Nation even has an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau and over 45,000 five-star customer reviews. And did I mention you could celebrate your newly upgraded home with a chance to get 2 Ohio State game day tickets? Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Window Nation's end-of-year sale is your chance to save big with 50% off all window styles, plus 0% financing for 5 years. Window Nation, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. The sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com today to get started. That's windownation.com.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Ohio Heating and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
A show with copious amounts of fart sounds. Emphasis on copious.
Oh no, I got a fart, but I don't know which way to lean.
This is Man and Timmy.
All right, I saw this story today, and there is no way that we can ever go back once we have ripped the Band-Aid off when we're talking about sports betting. But the governor, Mike DeWine, he is now saying that he regrets legalizing sports betting. This is what he said. He said, look, we've always had gambling. We're always going to have gambling. But just the power of these companies and the deep, deep, deep pockets they have to advertise and do everything they can to get someone to place that bet is really different once you have legalization of them.
Okay. Did he not think that there would be advertising? I don't understand.
You didn't think FanDuel and DraftKings and all these guys were going to
legalize sports gambling brings in tens of millions of dollars for the state government.
It'd be way more than that. You got to be lowballing that.
Well, it's not just that. I mean, even businesses like ours have been helped. The advertising dollars that we get from legalized gambling companies. So let me ask you a question. Would, like, gambling on like fantasy football? Is that considered gambling?
I don't think any of us ever considered that to be gambling. It was always one of those gray areas.
We had
you put some money up. That's not considered gambling in my opinion, because that's just friends throwing some money into the pot. There's no big companies that get involved in it like that. And you're not going to have any scandals with fantasy football.
All I see, okay, state sponsored, by the way, all I see are commercials for make your holiday special with Ohio scratch-off lottery tickets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you're telling me that sports gambling has contributed a bigger negative impact to society than like $20 scratch-off tickets that I see at the grocery store? It's $20 a pop? Give me a break.
There are people that get addicted to those things. That can't.
My grandfather was addicted to those things.
Scratch-offs. I can't tell you if I've ever gone into a convenience store and bought more than 10 scratch-off tickets in my entire life combined.
The state of Ohio brings you Baby Jesus Scratch-Off to celebrate the season.
Yes. Try to get 3 baby Jesuses in a row.
Get all 3 of the wise men and you win a prize.
Right. DeWine said that Ohio lawmakers didn't anticipate the consequences and ramifications of a world in which placing a bet is as easy as ordering an Uber. He said Ohio shouldn't have done it.
Well, he's wrong. He's wrong. And you know what? If his voters felt that way, go ahead and put it on the ballot. But he won't, because he doesn't have the votes for that.
Yeah.
People talk about point shaving and these scandals we've had. We've had them every single decade. Remember SMU and Pony Express and Craig James and all that crap? That's point shaving in the early 80s.
And look, we've made adjustments in the state of Ohio, too. I think even when the Cleveland Guardians scandal just happened, there's been less.
They're going to take
they call it like micro betting.
The pitch props or whatever it is.
Right. That's what's the name? Yeah, micro betting in baseball is the term that we've got for it now, where he said it needs to be holistic. It needs to be universal. I don't know what holistic means about it.
I'm not minimizing the negative impact that gambling can have. Just like I don't minimize the negative atmosphere, whatever I was trying to say, that drinking can have.
At a football game.
Or smoking can have.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There are people that take things too far. And it not only impacts their lives, but the people that they love around them. But if we're going to have that standard, we should probably have it for other things that the state is involved with, like the actual lottery.
And no one ever says anything about that.
It's for the children.
Yeah, because it's
children.
It's the Ohio Education Lottery.
Sure it is.
Right? We're going to throw that back to education.
Okay.
You can take gambling dollars and throw that back to education, too.
You can allocate that for that if you want to.
Let's just, here's the point, though. Let's just make sure that whenever it comes down to it, that a billionaire owner of any type of sports franchise needs help building a stadium, we make sure that we can dip into our pockets and find a lot of local, city, state funds to help them do it.
I agree.
Let's make sure we do that. But then let's all go complaining about, this isn't savory. I wish we wouldn't have done this. He said that he would like to sign a law repealing all sports betting, but he, like you said, he's a realist. He says there's not votes for that.
Yeah,
I can count. I'm not always right, but I can pretty much guarantee you that they're not ready to do this. There's no way they're ever going to be ready to do this.
No, they're not going to do this.
I can't believe it took this long.
And
we always had Vegas. We always had Atlantic City. Did AC actually have sports betting, or was Vegas the only place? If we went back 30 years or so.
I don't remember.
I might be wrong. I don't even think Atlantic City had sports betting. I think that was exclusive to Las Vegas.
You may be right.
But I'm kind of surprised.
I may be crazy.
That's good. I'm surprised that it took this long. Nice Elton John reference.
Stop it. People really think you're that dumb.
I don't care.
Like a candle in the wind.
I got asked a bunch of questions on Twitter about the Faith No More.
I know. He's doing it on purpose,
misstep.
people.
Yeah, you make one mistake and then you just roll with it.
By the way, all this talk about, we're not going to get rid of gambling. This is coming from a guy, me, that has not placed one bet this football season. I mean, we do the pick your parlay thing. I don't put money on my own parlays. I don't do any of that. That's for pizzazz. It's for entertainment. It's for all of it.
I'm a perfect example of how it's fine. I can pick it up. I can have some fun with it. Jack and I will look at things. Hey, Timmy Hall for
Timmy Hall for looking at things.
Timmy Hall here for helping a 14-year-old place a bet with you to have some more fun watching football. Tonight! Whatever. We put $2 on something in one of my apps. We watched to see if we could hit a few prop bets. It didn't hit. Nothing happened. Again, it was $2 that went out the window. It made for a more fun afternoon. I'm not addicted to it. I can pick it up. I can put it down.
Timmy, you know who knows how to beat Michigan? Urban Meyer.
Yes, he does.
And we're going to hear from that guy coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Things are moving slow on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between 315 and Sawmill Road. And you're looking at a couple-minute hold-up on westbound 670, traveling from 71 to Neal Avenue. This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. When you're trying to find quality candidates, all the searching, screening, and interviewing can become a job itself. You need Indeed, the all-in-one platform that makes it easy to interview, screen, and hire quality people. Visit Indeed.com/credit. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
Timmy Hall and AI Common Man again for Hollywood Casino Columbus.
We've got game day watch parties every Saturday, plus your chance to earn big bucks. Mikey Likey.
I like it. You can earn tier points by playing all throughout November, and on Black Friday, you can win up to $100,000.
And you good, clean boys and girls can drop off a non-perishable food item every Tuesday and win up to $5,000 in Penn slot play.
Become a new member of our rewards program on the Penn Play app and get a $20 dining credit. Doggies. Must be 21 and over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Millions of fans agree. This Christmas tradition rocks. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting the Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. December 23rd, 2 shows, Nationwide Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Trans-Siberian Orchestra. A portion of the proceeds benefits the James and Heather Pick Music Program.
Hey Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions, and yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
I was in foot pain for 20 years, trying to give it relief, buying all these different insoles. Drugstore insoles, custom insoles. I spent thousands of dollars. I bought all these products, and not a single one worked. I really, truly needed to have relief in my feet. And the Good Feet arch supports were what gave me the relief I needed.
For over 20 years, we've been helping people like Teresa actually live the life they love without their feet getting in the way.
They wanted to make sure that I got something that my feet felt good in, not somebody else's feet. I love the fact that I can wear these arch supports in all my shoes. I have boots, I have cowboy boots, I have running shoes, I have walking shoes, I have flat shoes, I have heels. It makes me so happy. If you ask my husband, he will crack up because there is no store I would rather go in than a shoe store. I'm Teresa, and that's my Good Feet story.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Visit the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway near the Polaris Mall or on Stringtown Road at Grove City.
Hey folks, it's Austin Ward, and Thanksgiving is approaching quick. Still plenty of time to get your Awaken 180 consultation on the calendar to receive your $500 off. It's a thank you from Awaken 180. No, you don't need to start the program right before Turkey Day. Simply have your consultation now and be ready to start the Monday after. 4 weeks before the new year, and with results like mine, you could be down 27 pounds on your way to dropping 50. Fast results, and now with $500 off. Online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Your Christmas tree is the centerpiece of all your Christmas activity. Nobody does cut Christmas trees like Oakland Nursery. Big trees, little trees, and everything in between. Oakland Nursery has the largest selection of cut Christmas trees in Central Ohio. 3 to 14-foot freshly cut trees worthy of the Oakland Nursery name and reputation. 3-foot firs start at just $19.99. Bring the whole family to choose your tree this year and really experience the Christmas spirit. For 85 years, Christmas starts at Oakland Nursery.
At Giant Eagle, we believe in better, and that includes finding more ways to help you save. Because finding a good deal is everyone's deal. Because every dollar and every moment counts. Because value you can count on is priceless. On sale this season at Giant Eagle, you'll find lower prices to the end of the year on favorites like Honeycrisp apples, Oreo cookies, eggs, and more. Giant Eagle, because it matters. Limited time only through 12/31/25. Prices of participation may vary.
Hey, it's Matty Ice. Are you ready for the best Black Friday truck deals? Head over to McDaniel GM Superstore in Marion, where the savings are happening all month long. You can lease a brand new 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500 for just $349 a month for 24 months with only $1,000 due at signing. Or if financing is more your style, grab it for just $679 a month for 84 months for qualified buyers. They're just off Route 23 on 95 in Marion, or you can visit McDanielGMSuperstore.com. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. I'm Brandon Beam. Ohio State football getting ready to head up to Ann Arbor this weekend. They'll be taking on Michigan. Ryan Day earlier today on his coach's show stressing the importance of situational football.
Situations are huge, and we got to understand that part of it and win the situations in this game. But yeah, it's been workmanlike. The guys have been locked in, and no school here, so it was good to get the guys in here early. They kind of got in the building, got their bodies right, got their mind right, and then they'll have great practice today.
How about the Buckeye women's basketball team? Came from behind in the fourth quarter to defeat West Virginia down in the Bahamas just a few minutes ago. Final score in that one, 83-81. Jackets in action tonight over at Nationwide Arena. They play host to the Maple Leafs. You can listen to that game right here on The Fan. We got coverage starting at 6:30. And in college football, Jim Mora Jr., he's leaving UConn to take over as the new head coach for Colorado State. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Common Man is one soiled bed sheet away from being Jeff Remmer's legal guardian. This is Man and Timmy.
Hey, for all of you fatty Arbuckles out there like me, and I'm going to give you a little tip here. Went over to the Krispy Kreme today. They were doing a buy an assorted dozen, get a second original glazed dozen for $2.
Oh, that's nice.
So it was good. And if you're looking for something different than just the traditional pie, or in addition to the traditional pie, let me alert you to the Krispy Kreme bread pudding.
Oh.
You buy yourself a dozen original glazed. All right. You just leave that out on the counter overnight. It'll get stale. It's supposed to. Add some heavy cream and a little vanilla. Bake that off in the oven. Perhaps mix in some of that delicious eggnog in there.
Oh, a little bit of the Hartzels.
The Hartzels eggnog.
Oh, baby.
There's recipes for it, different recipes. Just go Google Krispy Kreme bread pudding and make sure to have some vanilla ice cream on hand. Serve that bad boy warm. That'll be the star of the show tomorrow.
I've not yet had that Krispy Kreme bread pudding, but it's been a number of years now where I've heard it being brought up, and it does sound enticing. We had asked everybody whether you want to throw it to the burner phone, 614-787-3093, on Twitter and X at manandtimmy971, or simply email us, goodcleanboy@gmail.com. I see a lot of nice emails in there, too. We can get to some of those, but what is the dish, maybe the oddball dish that you know your family makes, and maybe you're not too sure if a lot of other families are having that one out there? I had somebody chime in and say scalloped oysters.
Scalloped oysters?
I didn't know about this one. I was thinking maybe from some of my Baltimore family, because, oysters are bigger out there in the East Coast, if I had seen or heard of this, but it is a casserole type of thing. That makes sense. Thanksgiving's
like cheese,
key
and
for casserole.
They prepare it like scalloped potatoes?
Yeah. So it says that you can take, you can layer fresh, or if you want to get saucy, canned oysters with crushed buttered crackers and then bake them in a cream mixture until golden brown. I mean, that actually sounds delicious.
If you like oysters,
Yeah.
it probably sounds pretty.
You take
sounds pretty good.
Oysters and crackers is basically the dish there, and then add a little bit of the cream to help make it a little bit rich. Brown it up there in the oven. I think I would like that.
Cheese in it?
Yeah, cream cheese or cream. A cream mixture. You could probably throw a little cream cheese in there. That'll heat well. A little heavy whipping cream, maybe instead. You gotta have the heavy whipping cream on hand.
I always have it on hand
for all of these dishes that are about to be had. It leaves the store like that.
I keep heavy cream on the side door of my fridge. I have one to use because I'll make it when I just make pasta. You know, if I'm doing a little, mushroom cream sauce, just a little splash.
Sure,
I don't have to do it, the whole thing. Just a little splash gives it that velvety richness.
And I don't know why we're still sitting here today and stores don't know how to stock all of these hot key items. You go through this every single year. I got a bone to pick with my local Meijer. Jiffy Mix. There's literally thousands of boxes of this
season,
all
Timmy.
year long, and they ran out of Jiffy Mix this week.
Is it them, or is it the fact that, Jiffy could only make so much?
No, there's plenty of
There's
Jiffy
limits to how much you can produce,
Plenty
Timmy.
of Jiffy Mix out there. All I had to do was go down to the Kroger's, and they had about 100 boxes there.
Oh, poor little Jiffy.
And then they didn't have any wheat checks.
People are making Chex Mix, Timmy.
Yes, they are.
Are you making
You're
this weekend?
right. I'm going to bring you some on Friday. I'm going to make some in the morning.
Are you altering the recipe?
Of course I'm going to alter.
Because
I'm
I did
throwing
a
Bugle Boy
different with mine this year. I did the Cheez-Its in there.
I'm throwing the Bugle Boy in there.
Wow, we have talked
I laid
about
the
that.
bagel crisp to rest like you did.
Bagel chips.
The bagel chip.
Yeah.
And then I added the original Bugle.
Now,
I can't wait to try
The
it.
garlic bagel chips are not retired.
No,
I'm going to bring them back in at another point.
Of course. Yeah.
You can't have too much stuff in there.
And maybe you'll critique mine for having too much stuff because you do have more of the minimalistic approach to the Chex Mix. I wanted to do the wheat checks for you. I'm sorry. They didn't have it on the shelf. I might pop in there again. I don't really want to pop in the store again. We got Thanksgiving tomorrow. I did that, but I got the corn. I got the rice. I got the pretzel sticks. I got the cocktail peanuts. I got the Cheez-Its.
No good.
And I got the Bugle. It is
You
good.
need the dry roasted peanut.
Just wait till I'm going to season the ever-living bleep out of it. It's going to be good.
It's the wrong texture, though. It's too smooth.
It's not.
I need
too
it rough around the edges.
I'll give you smooth.
What does that mean?
Smooth right upside your head.
Smooth up in you, man.
It's like I'm back in time. It's like I'm at my Uncle Nick's house.
I don't have an Uncle Nick.
Is it time to eat? I'll smooth you right up your side of your head.
I'll show you time to eat.
Here's some scratch-offs for you. All right, Urban Meyer. He was on with our friend Bo Bishop and his friends today. Bishop and Friends, 9 a.m. to noon, weekdays here on The Fan. Urban, of course, is perfect 7-0 against Michigan. Here is Urban talking about how he handled the game.
Well, they became year-round challenges. I think I know how much the game meant to me, and I tried to make that, permeate through the team. And however you did that, we did. If there's a documentary, I made them watch it. If there was, we would work in January, February, March, and then spring practice is well documented. We had team up north periods. We did the same thing when I was at Utah. We had team down south periods, and school out west that was Tallahassee at Florida. So we just put so much emphasis on those games, and I wanted our players to live it like I felt it. I mean, I woke up every day with a clear understanding we had to beat that team, and I wanted, more importantly than me, the players.
This is why I disagree with Nicole Shearin when she says there's too much focus on the game, and they got the countdown clock over at the Woody, and it makes them very nervous. This game is stressed all year long. This is part of your recruitment when you come here because you want to be involved in a game like this. I don't think it's possible to undersell it. I've heard a lot of people say that whatever rivalry they think is great is the greatest rivalry in sports. I'm here to tell you, living inside of this, there's no better. I'm a Bears fan, right? Bears Packers. Does not compare. The only thing that maybe I'll give it, but even that's not the same because they play so many times as Yankees Red Sox. Because you really have the hatred for those two fan bases.
It's different, though. It's completely different.
Right.
I think the fact that they're playing so many regular season games.
Well, they knocked it down the amount they're playing. I think it's 11 times now, but it used to be as many as 19. Right. This is once a year. There's no, that was a bad Friday night. We'll get them tomorrow in the second game of the series. You got to wait till next year to try and figure it out. Trust me, if Ryan Day could, he would have lined up and played the Sunday after last year.
Yeah.
Just to try and get the taste out of his mouth and move on. But you can't. You got to wait 12 whole months. Some guys can deal with that. Some guys can't.
You know, I can remember hearing stories, too, anytime somebody would try to, as someone around the program, right? He couldn't do anything about what the media was going to say. But if he caught a player or anybody saying that Michigan is not very good, or we're going to kick their, what? I had to stop myself
job,
right there,
Timmy.
family friendly. We're going to kick their butts this weekend. He would get really ticked off. It would upset him. He would get angry. He would stop them from doing that, and it would go back to respect the opponent, respect the rivalry. He was able to be this much of a maniac about that, but yet he didn't want anyone to be besmirching their opponent. It's not that he had any less hatred for him. It's that he had that much respect in this game and how much it meant to go and win that game. He didn't want any of that going on. He grew up in it, as he said. And he watched Woody Hayes and do it the way that he acted for 28 seasons.
Speaking of Woody Hayes.
Have we not talked about Woody yet?
We have not.
Have we not mentioned this?
We're going to.
We did yesterday.
I know, but give me a second. What was it, on Monday? We talked to Bo Schembechler.
We had a séance.
Well, how did you talk to him? Well, we brought him back from the dead. We have a direct hotline to the afterlife supplied to me by the Queen of England.
Yeah.
And we talked to Bo. Well, today, equal time and everything, and quite frankly, I want to talk to him more. Woody Hayes. We're going to talk to Woody Hayes direct from the afterlife coming up at 4:30 today.
You guys are in luck because
it's a big day.
Because this is going to be better than hearing from Bo, because this is your head coach.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder how he is about us talking to Bo.
You don't think he'll
you'll
be
have
in
to
favor
find
of it?
out. I don't know. Maybe he's cool with it. Maybe he understands the reason for telling the story about, what you did to Bo. That was the reason. That's why we wanted to talk to him.
I didn't do anything to Bo.
You did something to Bo. He dropped dead right after you made fun of him.
I want to talk about one of my least favorite buildings in the world coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got slow traffic on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt from Westerville to Cleveland Avenue. And be aware of another delay due to an accident that's on the right shoulder of eastbound 161 after New Albany Road. This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you can find so many holiday essentials, all for under $25. With new arrivals every day, you never know what amazing deals you'll find. Don't wait. Find a location at macy'sbackstage.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Green & Sons. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Green & Sons will help you find your next Kubota tractor. Located in Mount Sterling and north of Marysville. And online at greenandsons.com.
Picture it, your holiday table. The family cooking together, the scent of golden brown bread, rosemary from roasted potatoes, and a salad so crisp it snaps. This season at Kroger, make the moments that matter possible with quality that's affordable in every aisle. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Don't miss great savings on bacon. 16-ounce packages of Sugardale bacon are buy one, get one free with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Truck drivers, the holiday rush is here. Take advantage by becoming a Schneider driver. By driving for one of America's busiest carriers, you'll stay busy during the holiday season and throughout the new year. Plus, as a Schneider driver, you'll have access to top quality driver support and newer equipment spec'd with the latest safety and comfort features that drivers want. Don't wait. Get a jump on 2026 by exploring jobs in your area today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
It's Black Friday all month long with low lease payments on every model, starting at $99 a month for a 2026 Elantra. Plus, get owner assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. At Great Lakes Hyundai, these savings are so good. Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit, $39.95 down plus access fees, first month payment, and K miles per year ends 12/1.
Realtors usually charge you 6% to sell your house, but not my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They take 1%. It's in the name. And this is full service. No shortcuts, no for sale by owner crapola. They do it all. Call 614-451-6616.
They're trained. They're prepared.
Let's do it.
They're Ohio's undefeated plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling team. And they're here to tackle your problems. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
You don't have to wait for Black Friday to get good deals at Columbus Car Audio and Accessories. Shop early anytime this week and save on remote starters to warm yourself up, window tint to add style and privacy, and all things car audio to make your ride louder and better than the rest. Plus, check out deals on dash cams, Apple CarPlay, paint protection film, and more. Shop for yourself or everyone on your list at Columbus Car Audio and Accessories Black Friday sale. Going on now. Morse Road near Easton, Main Street in Reynoldsburg, or online at ColumbusCarAudio.com.
Diamond Sellers bringing the world's finest jewelry to you at our annual holiday gala December 4th through December 6th. Celebrate the season of sparkle with up to 25% off for 1 weekend only at our Salmo Road and Easton locations. Visit diamondseller.com/gala to learn more.
Remember when sports used to be about calling up your favorite host and saying how stupid they are? Good news. We still do that. The Fan Call-In Show.
Hello. Sponsored by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino.
Sunday mornings at 8 on The Fan.
Hey, football fans, it's November in Ohio, and you know what that means. It's time to face that state up north in a battle to claim forgotten funds. Join us in the statewide challenge and visit com.ohio.gov/radio to help support Ohio's takedown of Michigan. The state with the most searches wins. Who knows? Unclaimed funds could help you buy a seat to the big game next year. Claim your money today at com.ohio.gov/radio.
Fraud in government is a crime, and it robs taxpayer dollars. I'm Ohio Auditor of State Keith Faber, and my job is to catch people that lie, cheat, and steal, report suspicious behavior, and help stop fraud. Learn the red flags, speak up, and protect your tax dollars by calling 1-866-FRAUD-OH.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state. The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at ONNradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network.
Check off the wish list with instant savings and free battery offers on select steel tools. Shop online or in store.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Windy and cloudy and cold on this Wednesday before Thanksgiving, but for the most part dry. Temperatures only in the mid to upper 30s. Overnight will drop back down to the mid to upper 20s, and it will be brisk wind chills in the teens. During the day, Thanksgiving, mainly dry. Little sunshine possible late in the day. It'll be windy again with highs only in the mid 30s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
The #1 pizza expert and the #4 college basketball expert at the radio station.
Just from looking at your clothes and weight, I can tell you all watch a lot of free network television.
This is Man and Timmy.
This fantastic radio show is brought to you by the Hinderer Motor Company. Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer coming up at 5:30. We will hear from legendary Ohio State football coach Woody Hayes coming up at 4:30. If you're saying, well, how are we going to hear from him? He's been dead for many years.
We have our ways.
That's what you think. Yes, he has been dead, but we have a way of bringing him back.
You say that's what you think. No, they would be right.
Right, you're right.
He is.
But life doesn't just end when you die.
Could be talking to his soul.
I'm just saying. We got a direct hookup
We almost were fighting there as we came back from break, and I don't know why. You were very generous. You're one of the more generous guys at the radio station when you bring in things.
Stop it now.
You bring in stuff, and you brought in not 1, but 2 dozen Krispy Kreme donuts today. You said they had the little deal where if you buy an assorted dozen, they throw in the glazed dozen for $2. It's very good. And I actually didn't choose a glazed today. I don't know how I didn't, because that's what I love the most in this world is they're glazed. I went with a cake donut because I love cake donuts, and I know how much you love cake donuts. You want me to love that cake donut, and I do.
I contend, Timmy.
What?
I contend.
You contend?
That Krispy Kreme not only makes the best glazed donut you've ever had in your entire life. Hot, fresh, right off the line, the original Krispy Kreme. Nothing beats it.
It's the only glazed donut that I like. But I can't have other ones because they're so good at it.
They always have one cake variety. Sometimes just plain, like a sour cream donut. Sometimes it's blueberry. Sometimes it's pumpkin, depending on the season. They have one cake donut that they do. And I think people sleep on the cake donut. I would put that up against any other cake donut, any other sour cream donut from any place in the state of Ohio.
It's a phenomenal donut.
And I've been around, baby. I've had them all.
It's a phenomenal donut. It's great. You thought that I wasn't appreciating the cake donut enough, and I do. I love it. If we get down to brass tacks with what Krispy Kreme has, you said it there. I contend there's no donut in the world on planet Earth that is as good as their glazed. A yeast glazed donut. I don't know if a scientist, I don't think Walter White could understand how to make that sheen on it, how to get that Charlie so smooth.
Not a little Martin?
It's why I love to rub
Not
the
a Martin
donut.
sheen?
Not a Martin. Martin's old and gravelly, and he's got too much scruff. It's more like a Wall Street Charlie
Sheen is young.
Back when he was young and a good clean boy.
Right. I mean, have you seen him recently?
Newsflash, I don't think when he was young he was even a good clean boy. But I don't know how they can do that. The donut is so smooth. It doesn't matter if it's hot off the tracks or if it's old. Cake donut, while great, I enjoy a lot of other donut shops' takes on cake donuts. I don't like their glazed, but I like almost every other kind when I go to my other shops.
I'm not here to put down other donut places. I happily will go there and enjoy. They have different varieties to different takes on donuts. For example, Parlor Donuts, I'm very high on.
They're
that.
layered.
It's a
unbelievable.
completely different product.
They're cronuts. It's become a newer thing.
Right.
DK Diner has a cronut.
They're layered. It's great. It's a great product. I get it often.
One donut is almost like the equivalent of maybe 3 Krispy Kreme standard glaze.
I agree with
how
that.
thick they are.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's Bill's Donuts in Centerville.
They do all types.
I mean,
there.
it's a terrific place.
And their donut holes are not the yeast donut holes. They're the
Buckeye
cake
Donuts, an excellent place. Even a Dunkin'. I got no problem with a Dunkin'.
No, I don't either.
I'm not the biggest Timmy Ho-Ho fan in the world. Just because I don't think they care about the freshness like they should.
I think they need to beef up their actual sandwich game. Then we'd be better. But I do love
I agree with you. We're not talking about sandwiches.
I love the Timbits. I like their coffee there. They're solid.
Oh, yeah, coffee. Can we talk about something else?
Like the arena?
Value City Furniture has declared bankruptcy. The school says the name will slowly be phased out of Value City Arena.
Can I be honest about something?
You're going to say the same thing I'm going to say.
I thought Value City died 2 decades ago. I didn't know, after 2005, we were still calling it Value City Arena.
Other than on the broadcast where they call it that, have you ever come across anyone in life that says, I'm going to Value City Arena?
Never.
Nobody.
You say the Shot.
I'm going to the Shot.
The Shot. You say, I'm going to the Schottenstein Center.
I don't know why we have to phase it out.
No, it's
just end it.
It's if they're bankrupt, if the deal's done, then the deal's done. What does that mean? Phasing it out.
Over time,
you're going to have
a
wind down
less and less.
Is Ross Bjork going to give Paul Keels a schedule of what days to say Value City, and then other broadcasts to just not? So we just sort of taper it down.
Here's
like we're
what I think
weaning
we should
ourselves
do,
off.
because that building is just so momentous. So many great moments in Ohio State history. I think it would be unfair to use another name in place of Value City Arena. So I think the only fair thing to do would be to tear that place down and start from scratch. Or go back into St. John Arena, put $100 million into that bad boy, shine that thing up really nice. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how nice that would be?
Here's what we were talking about before the show. Jen and I were discussing those 2 basketball games they had in back-to-back years that they put in St. John Arena.
Uh-huh.
And this was in the Holtman era. Remember how fun that was? It tapered off a little bit in the second year, but it was still a lot more lively than it would have been.
There was a year
if
that
they had it at the Shot.
Thad's Buckeyes went to the NIT.
I missed that one.
And
they played there.
They played there, and if memory serves, Teddy, they won the NIT that year. But the atmosphere at the Shot for that NIT shot at St. John for that NIT tournament was terrific.
Yeah. Well, I can get into more of this a little bit later on in the show because there's something I want to talk about. But as far as scheduling big-time basketball games, I think it is cool when you wind up having a nice home on-campus basketball game and then say Ohio State, Michigan is also in your town. Like the fact that
I agree with that.
You can go with the Friday,
you get
Saturday.
people who travel in just for the game.
Absolutely.
They make a whole weekend of it.
Or if you are from Ohio, you don't feel like this is a year I should travel away, right?
Yeah.
If you look in your schedule and you say, oh, well, the Buckeyes are going to be home on Friday night or on Wednesday, whatever it is, and then we got the game at home on Saturday, why the heck would I leave this year? I'm going to stay doggone it and go see the Bucks on the court, and then I'm going to go see the team on the gridiron. So
maybe taking a Jackets game too over at Nationwide
Wednesday night. Yeah, if they're home, they're typically going to have a home game.
Tonight. You need 2 points tonight, buddy.
You absolutely need 2 points.
2 points tonight.
Anyway, it's just something I'm thinking of now that you bring that up. Anytime we can make an excuse to move on from the Schottenstein Center or really find a way to permanently reconfigure it. I know they sunk I'm a realist too, like Mike DeWine with sports gambling.
You can't
I know it's not
reconfigure
going
that
anywhere.
to the point where it would be intimate. We can no. We can make the best of it. I'm not saying
ideas.
I know you have ideas, but you know what else is a great idea? Wrecking Ball.
But again, realism. The only thing in a short term that would solve very low-level games where you asked the question, how is a game like that against Mount St. Mary's making you better? And I know, like, watching the sport forever, like, you're going to have levels, Jerry, to what that schedule is. You just want to make sure that you always schedule tough and you don't shy away. And I do think there needs to be a shift with college basketball in general to get better games on campus. We've just sold out to advertisers. We've sold out to other arenas, other cities, other marketing companies. Like, let's keep the good games on our campuses. Let's sell a bunch of seats. Let's sell a bunch of merch, sell a bunch of concessions and parking, and do it that way and have these games at home around the holidays. But there's some quicker things you could do to completely close the upper bowl and put something around it that makes it like spiced up. And then for the Mount St. Mary's game, we close upper bowl, we put the LED boards up around there, make it dance, put a bunch of jazz up there.
I understand.
And do the most you can do with the situation until it's time to build again.
Fishy has handed me the plug sheet for Friday. Now, tomorrow's Thanksgiving. We're going to have all the football games here on the Fan. When we come back on Friday, T-Bone and Tyvis get you started at 6 a.m. And they got a big day. Hey, you want to hear from Urban Meyer on Friday? You can. Now, Urban Meyer was on Bishop and Friends today to preview the game. He will be on T-Bone and Tyvis at 8:30 on Friday morning to hopefully break down an Ohio State victory. Bishop and Friends, they'll talk to Jody Shelley at 9:45. Brady Quinn will be on Rothman and Ice at 2:30. And on this show, Go to Jail Friday, and, of course, we get you ready for the game. I don't know why I said he's going to break down the game, Urban Meyer, because they're not going to play the game till Saturday.
Well, he's going to break down the keys to the game.
He will.
You get I think it's cool. We get pre-Thanksgiving Urban and post-Thanksgiving Urban.
Is he coming on next week for a show, too, I think?
I don't. What would he...
I don't know.
What are you saying? Is he coming on one of our shows next week?
Yeah.
Like
talk about
Friends?
the aftermath of the game?
Where did you hear that?
I don't know. I thought Fish
I think if they win.
If they lose, no?
I don't think I'd want to talk about it if they lost, if I was Urban.
We are going to hear from Ohio State legend, Woody Hayes. We heard from Bo Schembechler. We had a conversation in the afterlife with Bo on Monday, but today it's Woody's turn. That's 2 minutes from now. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
There's a 5-minute slowdown on northbound 71 on the north side between 161 and Polaris Parkway. And keep an eye out for a disabled vehicle that's on southbound 270 on the east outer belt at Easton Way. Emergency crews are on scene there, causing some extra slowdown. This report is sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com. With over 100 online casino-style games, Chumba Casino is your go-to destination for nonstop entertainment. Play for fun and play for free at ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21 plus. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Roosters. For every $50 you spend in Roosters gift cards this holiday season, you'll receive a $10 Roosters bonus buck. Available at Roosters locations or at roosterswings.com.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time, Sam.
Temperatures are dropping, but the deals are just getting hot.
Time for our annual Ford Holiday Gift Guide.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to go wrong with great deals on trucks and SUVs from Ford, America's all-time best-selling auto brand.
Don't forget the first rule of holiday gift giving, Hank.
What's that, Sam?
Always remember to treat yourself, too.
Well said.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's our last chance to donate for 2025.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
Oh, hi. Hi. We interrupt office ping pong to bring you an immature radio show. Oh, God. This is Common Man and Timmy.
Just in time
I'm
for
excited.
For gift giving. By the way, we've got new T-shirts in the Fan Store. Just go to 971thefan.com/fan store. We have a good clean boy T-shirt, and we have a shit T-shirt for all your holiday gift giving. It's there. They're brand new as of yesterday. So go check them out. See, on Monday, we talked to dead Bo Schembechler from the afterlife. And he had many things to say. Most of it was negative towards Ohio State. But we said...
He was agitated.
Yeah, we said, why are we talking to Bo? Sure, I accidentally killed him back in 2006. But why not talk to a football coach that actually won national championships?
The man. The myth, the
Woody
legend,
Hayes.
the one and only.
So we've hooked up with the afterlife. That's the magic harp that connects us to Coach Woody Hayes.
Are we here?
Coach, have
we done it?
It's wonderful to talk to you. Are you there?
I was up here watching some game film, and Newt Rockney told me that you guys had Bo Schembechler on the show. I don't care if he's alive, half dead, fully dead, or on life support. I cannot believe you'd invite him on this week. Not only does it make me question your Ohio State fanhood, but it makes me question you as men. Oh, and another thing. I keep hearing reports about all this negativity on the show. Ooh, I'm nervous for Saturday. Oh boy, I think we're going to lose on Saturday. You pansies make me want to puke. I know you've both had vasectomies now, but come on, grow a pair. Have some Ohio pride, for God's sakes, or else I'm going to come back from the dead and kick you square in your spermless sacks.
I believe he can.
All right, I'm sorry, Woody. I agree. we maybe can be a little nervous and wonder how this thing is going to go on Saturday. We just needed you to talk some sense into us. I've always wondered, Woody, we've heard so many stories from the past, and this is one of the great things. We talked about the Snow Bowl earlier, but I've heard about like antics. I've heard that like Michigan would mess with you guys in certain types of ways, like when you would go up there, go to their stadium, a visiting trip.
You would think mentoring a guy for his entire life would at least teach him a little class. But you probably heard about how that defector would try to screw with the pipes at the big house to mess with us. Yeah, it's true, but we always got the last laugh. Instead of pissing in the toilets, we'd just pee on those disgusting floors. I tell you what I loved the most, though. We'd kick their Michigan asses so all their inbred fans could see. Then I'd leave a nice floater in that visiting coach's office. Once we got back to Columbus, I'd call Bo up on the rotary phone and tell him about the surprise I left him. Oh no. Right, Bo?
I got to tell you, I apologize for Coach Woody Hayes. It's supposed to be a family-friendly show today, but he's that worked up about it.
Woody wasn't prepped, though.
I know. Woody can say what he wants.
He's Woody Hayes.
He's in the afterlife.
He's Woody Hayes. Well, what about Woody? That's actually really funny that you would do that to Bo Schembechler. I love that. But what about how they just own the rivalry right now?
Everyone knows we need to beat those cheating-ass cheaters. And where I'm from, Jim Harbaugh would not have been allowed to run off to the NFL before getting his comeuppance. But none of that matters anymore. You know how I used to say nothing cleanses your soul like getting the hell kicked out of you? Well, consider all these Buckeyes Mother Teresa, because their souls are clean. Shit. And if our boys lose again, the worst part might be having to listen to your program on Monday. Dear God, we need to win this game. And just so you know, no, I'm not allowed to walk over to God and have him help out. It doesn't work that way. You got to sack up and do the dang thing yourself.
I'm with you.
Now we know.
I'm with you, Coach.
We've always wondered about that, right? All the hoping and praying that your team would win. Now we know.
God's a Notre Dame fan anyway.
right.
That's what I was told.
Sounds like Woody's a listener, too.
Hey, Coach, you know, I recently switched co-hosts here. Timmy Hall is here with me. What do you think about Timmy?
What kind of a grown man calls himself Timmy? Do you want me to get your binky? Put you in some dim lighting, and I'm hard-pressed to tell if you're a man or a broad. Take a straight razor to that face and clean yourself up, for Christ's sake. You're scaring the children.
I agree, Coach. I agree.
I'm sorry,
He's
Woody.
not a man.
I'm sorry, Woody.
Anything else for me, Woody, before you get out of here?
Well, I'm glad you asked, common man. I know the kind of host you are. It's either PP no worky this, or mess you up that, or dancing around like a sprite to Paul McCartney, or popping in sucking candies while Timmy's trying to read something. Well, Timmy's a moron anyhow, so I'd probably suck on a candy too. But just remember that you're representing the fine city of Columbus. I seen how good and clean you can be on the TV. You got it in you, son. Now make me proud. Okay, Woody, go bye-bye now.
Bye, Woody.
That's it.
There you go. He just sent himself out.
That's it.
Wow.
What do you think Woody Hayes would think about AI technology like that?
Woody no likey.
I bet you Woody like
You think Woody
I bet you Woody would appreciate that we are using his likeness in 2025 to talk about beating Michigan.
I think Woody had.
I bet he would appreciate it.
I think Woody had a good sense of humor about things. You know, Bobby Knight also was known as just the biggest, hard what for his entire coaching career. But those that really got to know him and those that were close to him knew that he had a very funny side to him, a dry sense of humor.
He'd laugh after he threw a potted plant at his secretary. Oh, yeah. Funny guy.
Hey, watch this, Dick. Yeah. I'm going to throw this at her.
He's a funny guy. Now, look, I don't want to get too deep on things because, this is a bit, right?
Is?
Stop it, Timmy.
Okay.
But I don't know what the hell's out there. Heck is out there.
You just did it.
I know. I'm sorry. Well, Woody was just as dirty.
Woody was pretty foul-mouthed.
Filthy,
yeah.
actually.
Angels with filthy souls.
I thought about this when Dwayne Haskins passed away. And I forget who originally said this to me, but somebody said, you're not really dead. It's not really over as long as there's one person on earth that remembers you. And here we are in 2025. And as long as they are playing football and as long as there is an Ohio State University, we'll be talking about Woody Hayes.
Absolutely.
We'll be talking about the men who made this game over the years. And that's sort of, in its own way, immortality.
That's why you can't ever sell this short. That's why, the way that Urban Meyer wrapped his mind around the rivalry and just how maniacal he was, that's an okay kind of crazy, right? Like, it's rare when you find a thing that is as important to a place as football is to Ohio. Why would you run from that,
Right.
Why would you ever try to diminish or minimize? Grab a hold of the things that, for whatever reason, just became iconic. And this Ohio State Michigan football rivalry, it is everything. So everything that you just said, yeah, it is immortality.
Coming up at 5:30, we're going to talk to a guy who's older than Woody Hayes, name dropping with Jeff Rimmer at 5:30. Jackets with a big one in Toronto tonight. Coverage starts 6:30 here on The Fan. Coming up next, there is let's say big time, notable, let's say, college football quarterback that could be getting ready to hit the transfer market. We'll talk about it next. Common Man and Timmy on The Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a slowdown on northbound 270 on the West Outer Belt between Tuttle Crossing Boulevard and 161. And there's a 10-minute delay if you're on northbound 71 on the north side between 270 and Big Walnut Road. This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's one-day only Thanksgiving Day deals are coming. For a limited time, get up to 50% off on Lowes.com to save big on holiday favorites. Valid 11/27, only on Lowes.com while supplies last. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by The Waterworks and Header Plumbing, Drain, Heating, and Cooling. Together to serve you better. Schedule today at thewaterworks.com.
Guys, you heard of TRT, but have no idea what testosterone can do for you. Once you start your treatment, you'll wish you had done it sooner. All the guys I know go to Synergetics and Low T Center for TRT. The TRT test is free, not hundreds of dollars. The testosterone is pure, not compounded. Guys feel full of energy, not like they're still waiting for it to kick in. Get it now for your free TRT test. The best you is waiting. No appointment is necessary before 10 a.m. or book ahead at fixmylowt.com.
Rick Germain called me the other day and said, Mikey, we need you back at Germain Nissan. The dealership misses you, and people are forgetting how awesome Nissans are. I'm a dude that's owned pretty much every Nissan under the sun, and I'm excited to go back in and get my hands dirty. You have to be crazy not to consider a Nissan from Germain Nissan. J.D. Power ranked Nissan #1 in customer satisfaction among mainstream brands. Plus, with Germain's $1,000 price promise, no one will sell you a Nissan for less. Germain Nissan, 4300 Morse Road, GermainNissan.com.
Ring in 2026 in a big way at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Don't miss our $65,000 New Year, New Wheels giveaway. You could drive off in a 2026 Chevy Traverse or take home $35,000 cash. Earn entries playing your favorite slot and table games all month long. The fun doesn't stop there. Catch live entertainment, hit the dance floor, indulge in fine dining, and count down to a balloon drop at midnight. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Skyline's Mac and Cheese 3-Way is back. This time with white cheddar cheese and creamy cavatappi pasta. Try a Mac and Cheese 3-Way with Skyline's original chili or their new chicken chili at participating Skyline locations for a limited time.
Common Man here for my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. Out of all the commercials I do, I get the most questions about Sell for 1%. That can't be real, right? It's real, and there's no catch. This is a local, family-owned, full-service home selling experience. They do photos. They do the legwork. Everything you would expect from a realtor who charges you 6%. Story time with Common Man. Back when I was banging, my mom became a realtor. Then she was surprised when she had to work nights and weekends, because that's when people actually want to look for homes. She worked at one of the big brokers for like a year, sold a few houses, was a total flake, and she would tell you herself, don't hire my mom. She doesn't deserve 6%. Don't take my word for it. Throw Sell for 1% in the Google machine. 4.9 stars. The average customer saves over 10 grand. No strings and no kidding. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. 614-451-6616. Or check them out at sellfor1%.com.
Oh, this week it's Rivalry Week, or as we like to call it, Beat Michigan Week, or Try Not to Get Pepper Sprayed Week. Rivalry Week sounds better. Let's go with that.
Rivalry Week on the Fan is sponsored by your Central Ohio Toyota dealers.
Ryan Day's proven he has what it takes to win a natty, but can he take control of the biggest rivalry in sports? Will Julian Sayin or Jeremiah Smith have a Heisman moment? Will the Fan staff consume 500 wings in a single setting? Let's find out together. Proud to be your home of the Buckeyes. The Fan.
From military life to a rewarding career in IT, kickstart your new journey in a matter of months in the fields of IT and cybersecurity, including AI. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including VA benefits.
Hey folks, it's Austin Ward, and Thanksgiving is approaching quick. Still plenty of time to get your Awaken 180 consultation on the calendar to receive your $500 off. It's a thank you from Awaken 180. No, you don't need to start the program right before Turkey Day. Simply have your consultation now and be ready to start the Monday after. 4 weeks before the new year, and with results like mine, you could be down 27 pounds on your way to dropping 50. Fast results, and now with $500 off. Online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Get ready to play, win, and celebrate at El Dorado Scioto Downs, your ultimate Caesars Rewards destination. Earn rewards every time you play or dine with the most exciting loyalty program around. Take your pick from 1,700 hot new games, award-winning brews, and Guy Fieri's out-of-bounds 68-layer lasagna. And big news, Scioto Downs will host the prestigious Breeders' Crown in 2026, featuring 12 championship races. Feel the energy at El Dorado Scioto Downs, where Caesars Rewards never stop. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem, call 1-800-589-9966. Visit Caesars.com/Scioto Downs for details.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Ohio Heating and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Their favorite basketball players are Leaky Black and Grady Dick.
That is childish nonsense.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
I know we've been asking you guys to throw us any kind of Thanksgiving dish that you think is odd. Send it in. Text the burner phone. You know where to get us. 614-787-393. 3093. I don't know why I said it that way. But the email line has been open for lots of different reasons. There's a lot of good ones that have been sitting in there. That's goodcleanboy@gmail.com. I thought I'd read some of this one, Mike, because it pertains to Ohio State, Michigan. And listening to this show.
Let's go.
And Viren Patel emailed in, and thank you, Viren. He wrote, he said, I've been meaning to send this for a while, but he's been listening to you for a long time, going back to when he was in college and in medical school, back when you were with the Torg. Fast forward to today, says he still gets...
Back when what?
When you were with Torg.
What?
Huh?
What? Back when what?
Back when you were banging.
Thank you. Are you new here?
I thought I had to clean it up.
No, banging's fine. That doesn't mean that.
That means
gang
something
banging.
different. I'm sorry.
That's good,
all right,
good
Johnny.
old-fashioned, wholesome gang banging.
Easy now. Now you're just, it's not even 5 o'clock yet. You're just going for the fences. So fast forward to today, back to the email. Says he gets an hour commute every day, which allows us to listen to your podcast. My wife used to make fun of me when I would talk about something, but then she eventually came around too.
They usually do, friends.
They're both physicians. I love that we've got high society, high class.
Oh, absolutely.
Listening to this show.
Every time somebody comes up to me on the street, by the way, that compliments us
I'm
on
a lawyer.
the use of fart noises, they always have some very highfalutin job.
Yeah, right. I'm a hedge fund capitalist, right? Says, I'm a cardiologist and she's an oncologist. That's great. We both listen because it's entertaining as hell and we get a few good laughs. And then he gets to the Ohio State-Michigan part. Here's the butterfly effect for you. I grew up watching the games religiously, and when it came to applying for colleges, I only applied to Ohio State because I'd already formed a deep connection with the university on Saturdays. I love that. My wife was originally going to go to Vanderbilt until her dad, who also went to medical school at Ohio State and is a diehard football fan, took her to the 2002 Ohio State-Michigan game. We listened to the clip of that on yesterday's show when Will Allen had the interception in the end zone to end it, right? The game was so impactful that during the game, she told her dad she changed her mind and she wanted to go to Ohio State instead of Vandy. My wife and I did our undergrad, medical school, medical residencies all at Ohio State. We left to do fellowships in Chicago, then returned back after that. We didn't know each other in undergrad, but met in medical school and now have two amazing little boys, a 4-year-old and an 8-month-old. And if it weren't for the Ohio State-Michigan game, our lives may have turned out much different.
I get caught up on this stuff, too, because
Thanks for the email.
It boggles your mind when you think about butterfly effect stuff. So if she doesn't go to that 2002 game, maybe they lose that game.
Yep.
Right? So her outcome is different. She doesn't feel as warm and fuzzy about Ohio State.
She's like, yeah, Dad, I get how you love this.
She decides to go to Vanderbilt.
I got to do what I got to do.
But she goes to that game. She falls in love. She's at Ohio State. She falls in love with you. You have children now. You've started a life together. I think about that with my wife all the time. I met my wife 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago, at the airport. We were both waiting on the same flight that was delayed. So we got to talking, as they say.
As I say.
And then we got married.
Yeah.
If that flight's on time, I don't talk to her. There's none of this happens.
What did you talk about? Do you remember, like,
at first, we just talked
struck it up?
about, she asked me if they made an announcement on the flight because she had gone to the bathroom.
Ah.
And I said no. So we started talking about how the flight was delayed and why we were both going down to Southwest Florida. My parents were down there and her parents were down there. And then we just started. You know, Timmy, when I turn the charm on, that's pretty much it, man.
You better look out.
That's pretty much it.
She liked the charm.
She liked the charm.
Charm is good.
And then we met up after the flight at baggage claim. I gave her my card, and that was the end of that.
You gave her a card.
I had a business card on me.
Yeah, I did. I love how it started with you gave her a business card. You didn't just give her your cell phone number.
No. Gave her the business card.
We don't do business cards anymore, right?
No, we don't.
Guys
do
like you and me.
We should, though.
It'd be nice, right?
I like having a physical card.
We can go and Patrick Bateman ourselves all over the place.
I think your card should simply say
good, clean boy.
Good, clean boy. And nothing else. No contact information.
Not even my name?
No. No, none of that. Just good, clean
just
boy.
Just a blank card?
Teddy, I'm going to get cards made for you that just say Panama Ted. That's it.
That's nice. I actually was going through some stuff the other day, and I found some old business cards of mine from years ago, back when I was banging.
Uh-huh.
And so I have
what did your job title say? Just producer?
Yeah. Just something boring like that.
Mine said producer/update anchor. Was what my business card said.
That was before you really started to cook.
Yes, right. I mean, before I really got going. Those must have been business cards made in the first 3 months of my time here, because it wasn't very long where the changes to the show were happening. And the new year came around. This was back in 2012.
Yeah, I don't think we've had new business cards in almost 15 years.
Well, no, what I was saying, though, like I came in here during a football season, and it was in the middle of Urban Meyer's first year. So you talk about winning that rivalry game and him starting up that 7-0 run. I was here for the first year of it. And then by the time they could even give me those business cards, they were needing somebody to host the Buckeye Show because T-Bone was on his way to join forces with you.
This guy's the worst producer in the world. What should we do? How about we promote him? Okay.
I tell you what, that's a straight shooter with upper management written all over him.
There is a report that says, man, I got this phlegmy. Dylan Raiola could be exploring his options away from Nebraska. If you remember, his little brother decommitted recently. And a lot of people said, ooh, could be a hot commodity. I think that he secretly stinks. If you look at his numbers, they look very good. And I know that football people have praised him, and they say if he was on a better team with better weapons, he'd be fantastic. I personally would not touch him. I don't think he's worth what he's going to make in the NIL market. I'm not even talking about for Ohio State. He's not a fit here. It's not going to happen.
The way that the decommitment went down, you shouldn't be getting back into services with someone like that. And it's one thing when somebody is going to go out there and make a serious jump. You've got James Madison players that have a chance to go to the Big Ten and follow a guy like Curt Cignetti. I'm all for that. And you know what? It is a free country. I am for everybody having the opportunity to go out there and fail and make mistakes. But when you see guys that wind up going to 4 different schools in 4 years, I don't know why you would want to do that. I don't know what you are searching for. If I was mom or dad in the situation, I would be imploring with my son or daughter to make sure you look at every single bullet point. When thinking about this, you are the quarterback at Nebraska, and you are in a position to be responsible. Whether what you say about him as a quarterback winds up to be true or not, I'm kind of with you. There's something about him.
He doesn't do it for me, man.
There's the too much Patrick Mahomes. There's not enough gamer there that makes you think this guy can lead us to championships. But you're the starting quarterback at Nebraska. I don't like that. I don't like you leaving Georgia to go to Miami. I don't like you leaving Nebraska to go to Oklahoma, or leaving Oklahoma to go to USC.
Can I tell you something? Mm-hmm. Nebraska. Half the man they used to be.
No, I know. I agree with that. It's just sort of how it looks.
Jack Nicklaus, my guy, doesn't have any money. We may have to help him. Step in and help him. Details next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Traffic is moving slow on southbound 270 on the West Outer Belt from Roberts Road to I-70. You're also looking at slower traffic on southbound 315 between 670 and Town Street. This report is sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com. With over 100 online casino-style games, Chumba Casino is your go-to destination for nonstop entertainment. Play for fun and play for free at ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21+. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Roosters. For every $50 you spend in Roosters gift cards this holiday season, you'll receive a $10 Roosters bonus buck. Available at Roosters locations or at roosterswings.com.
Busy schedule? This is Ryan Krieger, and Krieger Ford has you covered. Krieger Ford offers pickup and delivery, or our mobile service van will come right to you. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Schedule your appointment today only at KriegerFord.com.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, is it true?
What's that?
Tire Discounters is offering up to $200 off sets of Goodyear tires.
Absolutely.
Plus free alignment and a full synthetic oil change.
You got it.
I'm not one to exaggerate, but that may be the best deal in the history of the world.
But free would be better.
Mike, don't toy with me.
Through the holidays, every day we're open, someone will get their money back on 4 tires.
but I...
Just breathe, Phantom. Breathe.
No purchase necessary. Ends 12/31/25. Visit website for details.
Thanksgiving is a time to come together, eat together, and share together. And Meijer is making it easier than ever to share more good. Now through November 29th, when you buy Meijer brand Fredericks by Meijer, Purple Cow, or True Goodness Foods, our Simply Give program will provide a meal to help feed up to 4 million neighbors in need. It's the simple way to put the giving and Thanksgiving together. Exclusions apply. See Meijer.com for details. One meal equals 25 cents based on an average meal cost from select Meijer food pantry partners. Learn more at Meijer.com/about-Meijer/community.html.
It's Happy Honda Days and Black Friday savings together at Germain Honda of Dublin. Strike now, because through December 1st, get 0% APR up to 60 months on new Hondas. And you're even going to get 90 days until your first payment on both new and used vehicles. Rich has hundreds of vehicles in stock. The selection has never been better. Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270. In-stock units only, not valid on prior sales. With approved credit, must qualify through primary lender. See dealer for details.
Hey Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions, and yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
Well, I started in the window business probably 40 years ago. As the industry grew, I started to realize that everything was wrong. So when I finally decided to start my own company, there were a number of reasons. One of those was I knew I could build a better window. I could take care of my customers. I could service them better. I could make sure that they got what they paid for.
Experience the Rosati difference today.
Timmy Hall and AI Common Man again for Hollywood Casino Columbus.
We've got game day watch parties every Saturday, plus your chance to earn big bucks. Mikey Likey.
I like it. You can earn tier points by playing all throughout November, and on Black Friday, you can win up to $100,000.
And you good, clean boys and girls can drop off a non-perishable food item every Tuesday and win up to $5,000 in Penn slot play.
Become a new member of our rewards program on the Penn Play app and get a $20 dining credit. Doggies. Must be 21 and over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Warm up with toasted burritos, bowls, and quesadillas at Hothead Burritos. Crispy golden on the outside, perfectly melted cheese on the inside. Let us toast yours today because everything's better toasted at Hothead Burritos. Get up and get you some.
You can stream the game on your phone while you're gardening. You can stream it while you walk the dog. You can stream it at a trampoline park. You can even stream it at a monster truck rally. But the second you get behind the wheel, the game's over. Remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
When you're building a nursery school, elementary school, charter school, high school, vocational school, or jiu-jitsu school, lean on green. Sunbelt Rentals. With the largest rental fleet and most rental locations in Columbus, you can count on us to get you the right equipment at the right price right now. No matter what you got going in or going up. All powered by people. For equipment know-how, support, transport, and training. No wonder the Columbus builders who are building Columbus lean on green. Sunbelt Rentals. Learn more at sunbeltrentals.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. I'm Brandon Beam. Buckeyes getting ready to head up to Ann Arbor this weekend. Ryan Day earlier today on his coach's show stressing staying focused and not getting involved in any extracurriculars in that tight tunnel in the big house.
You have to have a plan going in, how you want to operate it all. And so we do. We need to make sure our focus is on playing on the field. It's close quarters in there, as you know. So, we got a lot of people involved to make sure that, our guys are focused on what matters, and that's playing football.
No fracases allowed. Ohio State women's basketball coming from behind in the fourth quarter to upset number 21 West Virginia down in the Bahamas by a final score of 83-81. Jackets host the Leafs tonight. You can listen to that at 6:30. And in the NFL, Lions offensive lineman Frank Ragnow announced he's unretiring. His first game back could be next week against Panama Ted's Cowboys. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
One watches QVC religiously. The other studies Paige Spiranax golf swing. This is Man and Timmy.
Hey, join me. I'm Common Man. Tomorrow night for a special Thanksgiving edition of Common Man's Basement. I'll be joined by Timmy Hall and Jen Winters as we all swap Thanksgiving family stories, gear up for the Buckeyes to beat Michigan. It's Thanksgiving night at 10 p.m. only on the Fan's YouTube channel, presented by the Lion's Den. Don't miss it.
Now, that is going to be real fun.
That's the official copy. Let me tell you the unofficial thing.
Oh.
If you've never watched one of my live shows from the basement, it is as informal as it gets. I am literally down there in my basement. I will be answering your questions. By the way, sometimes I have a hard time reading questions off of the little chat that's on the screen. So do me a favor. Hit me up with some questions. Any questions. Nothing's off limits. And if it is, I just won't answer it. goodcleanboy@gmail.com. 10 o'clock tomorrow night. I figure we're all done with merriment. What do? You can watch the Bengals lose on TV. You can have that on the TV while you talk to me.
What about Merry
10
Men?
10 o'clock on YouTube.
What if we're not done with Merry Men?
Merry Men?
Never mind.
Merriment?
Yeah,
I got it.
It was a merriment thing.
I got it.
Speaking of that email, by the way, goodcleanboy@gmail.com. Molly chimed in, wished us happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, Molly. I'm very thankful for the both of you and the joy the show brings me to my day. I do not like turkey, so I'm most looking forward to having dessert tomorrow. That's fine. My homemade pumpkin roll and caramel sauce. It's the one time a year I make it.
Roll.
Yeah, pumpkin roll with the caramel sauce. I can't say that I've had it. I've had other rolls. I've had other dessert rolls. I don't know if I've had specifically the pumpkin roll with a caramel sauce. I'd be the first one in line to try that, though.
So we've talked a lot about, what we're doing on Thursday, tomorrow, for Thanksgiving. But what's your game plan for Saturday? Because I actually have a game plan. We do this pretty much every single year like this. I will get up fairly early, about 6:30. My body wakes me up. I don't set an alarm or anything. But I will get up about 6:30, and I will start to take out the Christmas decorations. Because in my house, we have to wait until Thanksgiving's over. That is my rule.
Mm-hmm.
So Saturday morning, I'll because we can't just have one Christmas tree. We have like 3 Christmas trees. So I'll get started on one of them.
I'm actually surprised that you get that stuff rolling in November. I thought as anti-early as you
After
are,
Thanksgiving,
you try to go to the first week of December.
It's perfectly acceptable, but I'm going to start things going there. Once the girls get up, I will make some cinnamon rolls for breakfast.
Not orange cinnamon rolls,
no,
of course.
because I'm not a communist like you.
Try the orange,
No,
folks.
I'm not going to try it. You know what? I'll try it when I go there and it's the end of the world and there's nothing else.
I don't want you to try it. I'm telling everybody else to try it.
No one else is going to try it either because they think it's trash.
You don't get to try it. Your time is done.
All right.
You have the regular.
So I'm going to make some cinnamon rolls. We'll sit down, have breakfast, and the girls will start helping me with all the Christmas decorations. We'll get most of it done by the time the game starts at noon. All right, so then we sit down, and what usually happens is we all start off watching together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I migrate downstairs. The girls watch it upstairs because either I'm annoyed with them or they're annoyed with me.
Right.
So watch the game. Game's over. We're either happy or we're not speaking to each other.
Yeah.
But at least then we have the Christmas stuff up, and the girls are happy about that. Shower, and then we're going to go out to a nice early dinner at a steakhouse.
Oh, could be a little Hyde, could be something else.
A little Hyde.
Love it.
Still waiting for the steak named after me.
How long you got to wait?
22 years.
You know what? Can I be honest? If the steak hasn't come by now, what else are you going to be able to do to get the steak named after you?
I will be so
Just put in more
upset
time
if I have to die before I get a steak named after me at Hyde Park.
God, what if I
want to be alive to order myself?
What if I'm still kicking and eating a steak named after you? I can't even enjoy it with you.
If the day
I wouldn't
ever
be able
comes
to get the steak
where I don't get one named after me, but I sit down, open up the menu, and there's a Timmy Hall steak,
you will be dead.
There's not enough Quaaludes on earth.
We know,
my friend.
We know that's not going to happen. I don't even know what I could get named after me. Maybe a chicken finger basket at the Schottenstein Center.
You're a big fan.
I'd settle for that. That would be
Speaking
quite
of
an
a guy
honor.
who's got a steak named after him at the Hyde Park, Jack Nicklaus.
That's
Of course
right.
He does. He's the Golden Bear.
Which one is his steak? You that good with it?
I want to
With the menu?
say his steak has roasted garlic cloves. Am I right on that?
I'm going to tell you. Continue the story. I'll tell you if you're right or wrong.
Jack Nicklaus has filed for bankruptcy, but don't worry. It's not Jack. It's the fake company that Jack sold his likeness to back in the day. They have to pay because Jack sued them and said, "You can't use my name anymore. I own my own name." And they said, "No, we own your name." "No, I do." The judge agreed. Paid Jack Nicklaus, real Jack Nicklaus, $50 million from the fake Jack Nicklaus. Well, the fake Jack Nicklaus company has filed for Chapter 11.
So he doesn't have no money.
No, he's got lots of money.
He's got $50 million coming to him.
Rich.
Yeah. You said, Jack, no more money.
Well, he was teasing you.
Jack's got money. He's got the memorial. He's got Muirfield Village.
What's my steak got on it?
Your steak, it's the Steak O Nicholas. It's specifically what they call it. It's the 14-ounce filet. cracked black, green, and red peppercorns.
Oh, that's right. It's got the sauce.
Courvoisier cream. You like it with a little Courvoisier on it? Do you?
Is that what it is? Courvoisier cream?
That's what it says. I'm reading it right here. Just if you need a little refresher on what we got cooking at the Hyde, it's tremendous. You've got the steak Kosar. And another shout out, happy Thanksgiving to Bernie Kosar for everything that he's gone through.
He's had a heck of a year, man.
I
wish him well.
I tell you what, the name is escaping me, but I read the articles about how that the transplant happened, and you talk about a touching story. It was a young man who died unexpectedly, 21-year-old young man.
Was a big Browns fan.
Was a huge Browns fan, had been going to Browns games, and his mom released a statement that was very touching as well. And you've seen Bernie Kosar trying to do everything he can do to give it back and posting the the QR code for his GoFundMe page. And I believe the goal is almost, last time I looked, was almost hit. They were trying to raise $90,000 to help out the family for his loss and the expenses they'll incur. But that was cool. But the steak Kosar is a filet over bordelaise, crowned with asparagus, lobster, and béarnaise, and sliced mushrooms. That's delicious.
It's kind of like a filet Oscar style, kind of.
Mm-hmm. You've got the steak trestle. I'm going to see if you remember most of these. You know what the steak trestle is?
I normally don't order the steaks with the accompaniments. I usually just do a steak plain.
And then get some garlic sauce or whatever.
I'll get a béarnaise sometimes if I want to dip.
Yeah. So the trestle is the New York strip, 14 ounce. Topped with roasted cloves of garlic and mushrooms.
That's the garlic one. I actually like the trestle one the best when it comes to the specialty steak because I like the roasted garlic cloves. Now, the Ryan Day one is a ribeye. I know that.
The Ryan Day is a 26-ounce
ribeye.
Yeah, 36-day dry-aged bone-in ribeye.
Well, remember when Ryan Day was in here, I asked him, like, hey, man, you got the day, you're in your soft clothes, you have close proximity to a toilet. What are you eating? What is the cheat meal? And he said, like, bone-in ribeye. So
good answer.
That's straight up for him.
Yeah, good answer. That is tied for the most expensive steak at Hyde.
I want to say that the other guy who I don't like, Kirk Herbstreit, also has a ribeye on the menu, which is ironic because I once went to a Mitchell's with this guy and he ordered some ketchup to go with his filet. So,
are you serious?
Absolutely.
You serious, Clark?
I'm serious. Now, that was, 20-something years ago. Maybe he's grown since then.
I would hope so. There's the Bobby Ray Hall that they've got, which is a nice 16-ounce ribeye. I usually am getting the Urban Meyer. I find that for the price and how good that cut is going to be and how well they'll cook it for you, you can do a lot of damage with a 14-ounce New York strip at a fine steakhouse. It's delicious.
I like a good strip.
Oh, it's delicious. It's not the thickest steak in the world, but
it's a pretty hearty steak.
It's a 14-ounce cut. I mean, they don't skimp on how much
there's not a ton of fat on that bad boy either. So you can eat most of that 14 ounces.
It's still delicious and tender. I mean, every now and then, this trip to Hyde Park, it hits.
Tender. They're not paying me anything for this, by the way.
No, have they ever advertised?
I think they advertise on Buckeye football. They don't advertise with us.
They should.
All right, Timmy. Sometimes the bad is more amazing than the good. Details next. Colin Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Watch for some slowdown due to an accident that's on the right shoulder of eastbound 270 on the north outer belt after US 23. And there's a couple-minute delay on westbound 670 between 71 and 3rd Street. This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Indeed sponsored jobs gives your job posting a turbo boost. Match with the candidates you're looking for, making your hiring simple. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Again, that's Indeed.com/credit. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Brought to you by Metal Supermarkets. Metal Supermarkets is your convenience store for metal. Visit Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com for all your metal needs.
Rick Germain called me the other day and said, Mikey, we need you back at Germain Nissan. The dealership misses you, and people are forgetting how awesome Nissans are. I'm a dude that's owned pretty much every Nissan under the sun, and I'm excited to go back in and get my hands dirty. You have to be crazy not to consider a Nissan from Germain Nissan. J.D. Power ranked Nissan number 1 in customer satisfaction among mainstream brands. Plus, with Germain's $1,000 price promise, no one will sell you a Nissan for less. Germain Nissan, 4300 Morse Road, GermainNissan.com.
I'm back to doing what I love and more, thanks to the Good Feet store.
Visit the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway near the Polaris Mall or on Stringtown Road in Grove City. Walk-ins are always welcome.
Back for a limited time, the French dip from Firehouse Subs. Piled high with premium roast beef, caramelized onions, and melty provolone cheese on a freshly toasted garlic butter roll. Served with warm, savory au jus for dipping. This premium French dip is only at Firehouse Subs for a limited time. Head to your nearest Firehouse Subs or order ahead and skip the line. And remember, Firehouse Subs catering is perfect to feed the whole crew on game day. Limited time at participating Firehouse Subs restaurants while supplies last.
From moving compliance targets to shifting regulations, the pressure to stabilize is growing. At Plant Moran, we help you meet complexity with confidence. We cut through the noise and give you the tools to act, ground your planning in insights, and tailored tax strategies from senior specialists so the next step you take is on solid footing. Don't chase stability, lead with it. Plant Moran. Stability, period.
D. Miller here. All right, guys, it's time to be honest. How do you truly feel on a daily basis? Do you have the energy you need to get through a day? Do you have the focus you need to get through your work? If you started to know something is off, don't wait. See if the answer is testosterone replacement therapy. And the place to find out is with the experts at Synergenics and Low T Center. Most guys I know say Synergenics and Low T Center changed their lives. It all starts with the simple and free TRT test. You can even walk in before 10 a.m. or book ahead at fixmylowt.com. The testosterone is pure, not compounded. Guys feel full of energy and not like they're still waiting for it to kick in. Now is the best time to get it because the TRT test is free. If you're a guy in your 30s, 40s, and 50s for sure, there's no doubt you've been wondering what your level is and if this can help. Synergenics and Low T Centers have clinics in Gahanna and Dublin. They give you the power to choose if you want to be treated in the clinic or if you want to receive at-home treatment. It all starts with a simple and quick free TRT test. Start the process to a new you right now by booking at fixmylowt.com.
You don't have to wait for Black Friday for good deals at Columbus Car Audio and Accessories. Save on remote starters, window tint, and all things car audio, dash cams, Apple CarPlay, and more. Columbus Car Audio and Accessories Black Friday sale going on now. Morse Road, Main Street in Reynoldsburg, or columbuscaraudio.com.
Morning Juice, real football talk. Just two guys who aren't afraid to say what needs to be said. And that's how she wrote.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Now streaming mornings on YouTube and 10 TV Plus. Attack and dominate.
Two guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Fraud in government is a crime, and it robs taxpayer dollars. I'm Ohio Auditor of State Keith Faber, and my job is to catch people that lie, cheat, and steal, report suspicious behavior, and help stop fraud. Learn the red flags, speak up, and protect your tax dollars by calling 1-866-FRAUD-OH.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state. The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at onnradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network.
Do the holiday parties, tailgating, and family get-togethers have your liver working overtime? Let Active Liver help give your liver some relief at Amazon, Vitacost.com, CVS, Meijer Grocery, or ShopRite.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A little blustery on this Wednesday. Temperatures holding in the mid-30s, wind chills in the 20s. Mainly cloudy skies, but at least we're dry. Overnight, we'll keep it dry and cloudy and windy and cold. Mid to upper 20s early on Thanksgiving morning. Only getting back in the mid-30s by Thanksgiving afternoon, even with a little sun. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
A show you can feel deep down in your plums.
No, that is a bad place to touch. No.
This is Common Man and Timmy.
You know, Timmy, if I was going to have a steak named after me, I know exactly what I would choose.
Yeah?
Especially at a place like Hyde Park because they don't serve this cut. I would go for a skirt steak. I think a skirt steak is one of the most flavorful and, if cooked properly, tender pieces on the whole damn cow. Now, there's two different cuts on the skirt. There's the inside skirt and the outside skirt. Inside, tough. Mess you up. No good. Outside skirt.
Is that more tender?
Woo!
Got a little bit more of the marble, more of the fatty.
God, it's delicious. I have a little Common Man steak frite is what it would be.
Oh, yeah, the
skirt steak with some fries, a little béarnaise for dipping. That's my cut.
I like what part of the cow is that skirt coming from? Do you know off the top of your head? I like looking at that. You ever stare at the cow map that kind of gives you that grid of
cow map?
The cow map. It tells you you got, your chuck is up top, like near the chest. The round is on the rear.
It's down by the belly.
It's down by the belly. Okay. Like a flank, is it kind of the similar name? Is it flank steak the similar name for skirt steak?
No, flank's a different cut. However, it has some of the same qualities. They're both sort of fibery, and I like the flank too. I usually use the flank a lot when I'm making Italian meat sauces because that braises down wonderfully.
You know what I miss around here? You talk about, missing things from your hometown of Chicago, and whenever you go back, you like to go to those spots. I miss a sit down at a Jack Stack's restaurant. For people that have ever been to Kansas City or have friends or family or have visited there, it is such a unique barbecue dining experience because of I find it a lot similar to how a Hyde Park's ambiance is.
Right.
And how
it's unique because
professional the waiters and waitresses are as
Kansas City is really the only place that I've come across that, because most barbecue places are dives or they're casual restaurants.
Yeah.
But Jack Stack's, to your point, does fantastic barbecue. That's what they're known for. But it's also a fine dining experience.
It's a fine dining experience, and you will not be disappointed if you go.
Montgomery Inn is kind of like that.
Yeah.
In Cincinnati. That same sort of experience. Maybe not as refined.
Have you been to the humongous one?
Yes.
Like the original one?
Yes.
I wound up sitting, how they've got like their satellite rooms and there's like a main area, and it's kind of a cool spot. If people haven't been to that Montgomery Inn, that the rib joint that Mike's talking about, it is a sports memorabilia haven. Anyone that has ever come through that town and played a game, they get their jersey, frame it, put it on the wall. I think I was sitting in a Cincinnati basketball room, which was kind of cool being where you were, but it was maybe a room that was no bigger than the studio that we're in. And there are maybe 4 or 5 tables in there, but there's so many different spots because that place covers a square block. That was a cool dining experience as well. But I give you another one from another place I lived and worked in, a barbecue joint in Raleigh. It's called The Pit. You talk about a fine dining experience.
I've heard about The Pit.
It is good. And it's, again, it's great traveling around and seeing how different places have unique spins off of basically the same kind of cut of meat and the way that they marinate their barbecue. And it's generally the pulled pork barbecue.
Vinegar type of style.
With the vinegar-based sauce. And you might be standoffish if you're from Kansas City or if you're from Memphis and you're used to the tomato-based sweeter kind of sauce or tangier sauce, but it is good. Once you have
I've had it. I appreciate it.
Oh man,
I appreciate what I've had in St. Louis. I appreciate what I've had from Texas. I appreciate what I've had from Kansas City and Memphis. If I had to pick one winner to just have for the rest of my life. They're all good, right?
Right, yeah.
If I had to pick one winner, it would be Kansas City.
That's a good choice.
Kansas City's my number one.
I'm glad you say that. I'll say this about Texas. Texas knows bark. They know how to bark up a cut of meat. And the way
that cut of meat is 99% beef.
The way that
they do it down there.
They're big on beef brisket, right? Like they're great with brisket. Kansas City can do brisket too, but with the dry rubs and everything that they can do down there. That it's fantastic. What about the Porterhouse, though? Can I circle you back to the Porterhouse steak? I actually have something here.
What do you mean you have something?
We have a listener, and I don't have a name, but the burner phone is open for business, as you guys know. 614-787-3093. Hey, guys, I've worked at Hyde Park for 9 years. I listen to your show every day on my way to work. I'm going to talk to some people about getting the Common Man on the menu. The Porterhouse, which was formerly the Steak Tortorella and Steak Mata, is still nameless.
Oh,
how amazing would that be?
I wouldn't have a problem with that.
It was named after Thad,
because
it was named after Torts?
That's 2 steaks in one right there. That's 2 cuts in one.
That's tied for the other most expensive steak on the menu.
2 steaks are better than one.
I think it's a 22-ounce Porterhouse. I closed it, but it was
doggy. I would not be opposed
steak
to that. Let's go.
You gonna order yourself when you go there?
I'm gonna order myself.
I'm gonna have myself.
Maybe with some. They do a good seasonal mushroom. You like mushrooms?
I've told you.
Saute
I'm
them up?
fine with mushrooms.
Okay, all right, fine.
You make me out to hate them.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Johnny.
I don't love them. I'm fine with them. You put
once
them
upon
on
a
the steak,
time,
they're on the steak.
They opened a Montgomery in Dublin. And I went there 3 times, and I kid you not, every single time that I went there, I saw Paul Keels.
Good.
Like he was there every night.
Did he just live at the bar?
He did. He was like his own seat. It was like roped off.
Did he have like a bronze plaque on the back
Big
of
Daddy
the
sits
bar
here.
stool?
We always focus on good things, but sometimes focusing on the bad things just as entertaining. UMass, Massachusetts, completed its worst season in program history.
Oh yeah, they're
with
bad.
a 45-14 loss to Eddie George's Bowling Green to finish 0-12
Oh,
on
good.
the year.
Eddie sent him there.
The Minutemen became the 23rd FBS program since the turn of the century, excluding COVID season, to finish the year winless. So here are the teams.
So quite a few. 23 since the turn of the century.
Since 2010. We'll just do 2010, okay? Because we've had one pretty much every year.
Is Kansas one since 2010?
Kansas is one in 2015.
Yeah.
They went 0-12.
God, would that have been a Charlie Weiss or was it that Turner Gill moron? He was like a hot coaching commodity out of Buffalo.
So
Anyway.
UMass this year 0-12. Last year, Kent State went 0-12.
Okay.
Then in 2019, Akron went 0-12.
All these MAC schools.
2017, UTEP 0-12. 2015, UCF 0-12.
Really?
Then Kansas also in 2015. In 2015, you had 2 FBS
Central
teams.
Florida was a winless program?
0-12.
Was that after that had to be what year was that again?
2015.
I'm thinking if that was after or before Scott Frost. Maybe that was right when he left.
I think it was after.
It might have been right, he might have left, and then they had a winless
when did he
season.
take the Nebraska job, Teddy? When
It had to be in that era. It had to be like that 15 to or 16 to 21, maybe.
I don't know what year it is.
Whatever.
Miami Redhawks, 2013, they went 0-12. Georgia State, also in 2013, went 0-12. And Southern Miss, 2012, 0-12. That's all from 2010.
I told you, I'm not underselling this. The streak that Kansas football was on. Like you take, I was in school there. I was on campus from 2003 to 2006, and it was bad. It was bad, but it wasn't that bad when you consider what they were about to do. So they saved the best for when I was already gone. They had that spike. Mark Mangino was building when I was there, and 2008 comes around, and it was that year that was the craziest college football year that you're going to see. Ohio State didn't really have any idea that they were going to wake up and be in the national championship game, and then that chaos ensued. That was the year where the likes of Kansas and Missouri were living near the top of the college football polls all year, and they played a great game at Arrowhead. They wound up going to the Orange Bowl. I took myself down there and enjoyed it. After that, they crashed harder than you've ever seen a football program crash, and over like a 13-year period, they may have been like 6-120 in Big 12 games. It's something, don't quote me on the number, but I'd looked at it before. I'd compiled it. It's as gross as anything you've ever seen in a 14, 15-year college football run. And they're back to being average or garbage this year. I think they lost to Iowa State, and they stink again.
One of my favorite pictures of all time. You brought up Mark Mangino.
Are you looking at that right now?
It's when he is standing next to the mascot for the Orange Bowl.
Oh, my God.
He is rounder than Obi the Orange.
Yep.
One of my just put in Mark Mangino Orange Bowl, and you will see it. My God.
I think that was the avatar for Dan Le Batard forever. It might still be.
I think you're right.
Just for, being in Miami for Orange Bowl things. It's hilarious.
Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer coming up in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Traffic is slowing down due to an accident that's on the right shoulder of westbound 270 on the South Outer Belt between US 23 and 71. You're also going to hit a slowdown on northbound 71 on the south side between Greenlawn Avenue and 315. This report is sponsored by FranklinCrisisCare.org. Are you or someone you know feeling overwhelmed by a mental health or addiction crisis? The Franklin County Crisis Care Center is now open 24/7 with care from certified peers and professionals. Learn more at FranklinCrisisCare.org. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Lights are going up, snow is falling down. There's a feeling of goodwill around town. It could only mean one thing. McRib is here.
McRib season is here at McDonald's. Right now, enjoy a McRib and pair it with our world-famous fries and an icy cold Dr. Pepper at participating McDonald's for a limited time.
McRib is here. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
'Tis the season for making memories. Give the gift of more time together at Dick's House of Sport and join us for family fun events all season long. Plus, climb a rock wall, test the multi-sport cage, and perfect your swing in a golf simulator. And shop the widest selection of the hottest brands like Nike, FP Movement, Adidas, Carhartt, UGG, and Stanley. Unforgettable moments start here at Dick's House of Sport. Visit dicks.com/House of Sport to see what's happening this season.
At Byers Volkswagen, we've been family owned since 1897. And just like your favorite team on game day, we're all about smart plays and strong drives. Shop online, customize your deal, and finalize everything from home. Drive home a new 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan S Formo for $349 for 36 months with zero due at signing. Find your next win at columbusvw.com or visit us by the airport. Byers Auto, driving the next generation of buyers. Excludes tax, title, license, and registration fees and dealer documentation fees. 20 cents a mile over 22,500 miles and excessive wear and use. Offer ends 11/30/2025.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
Broadcasting live from Shady Acres Retirement Village. It's Name Dropping with Jeff Rimmer.
Sponsored by Byers Imports, Hamilton Road by the airport.
Our guy, Jeff Rimmer, joins us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Hello, Rims. Happy Thanksgiving.
And the same to you and all the listeners at 97.1.
We were talking in the last segment about having food named after us. I know back in the day in Southern California, you and Larry King would go to Nate Nal's famous deli down there. If you had to have one sandwich named after you, what would be on that sandwich? What type of meal?
Pastrami. I love the pastrami.
Just straight, like pastrami on rye with mustard?
Absolutely. What more do you need?
I think that was a Ted Danson. I think that might have been a Ted Danson sandwich in the Curb episode. I believe that's the deli that they went to in that episode.
I had a Larry King sandwich on occasion, tongue, but I didn't like that.
Yeah, I know Larry liked the tongue a lot. That's why he was popular with the ladies. But I also remember back when Larry was still alive, and this is, I'm not lying, you can back me up on this. In order to get a hold of him, you would call the deli, and they would put him on the phone.
That did happen on occasion, absolutely. But, of course, I had two numbers for him, so I always got to Larry one way or another. But, yeah, that's right. A couple of times I had to call Nate Nal's and tell him, I'm on my way, Larry.
Jackets in Washington the other night lost 5-1. It was not a good game. Dean Evison came out after the game and said, we played like crap. Give me your thoughts, Rims.
Well, it was not a good game, and you don't want to use injuries as an excuse. But when you lose Zach Werenski, you don't have Marchenko, who, again, will not play tonight. Zach will. He's feeling much better after yesterday having some treatment, and this morning taking part well before the team on the ice and getting ready for the game. But no, it was not a good performance. I thought Elvis, despite giving up 5 goals, did make some big saves at times in that hockey game. Although Jet Greaves will go in the game here tonight. I'm a little concerned, though, with Marchenko missing a second consecutive game, and let's not lose sight of the fact that Olivier will also not play tonight, and at this point, not much being said other than both are not in the lineup.
Well, I think we know some of the guys that you would obviously need to step up and take their games to another level if players like that, Marchenko and Olivier, are not around. I mean, Fantilli, for sure, without saying. Voronkov. Who else do you think right now needs to kick it up another notch, Rims?
Well, we're still waiting for Chinikov to show something, and he'll get an opportunity here tonight again. And he's got to find the back of that net. Again, as I've stated here on a couple of different occasions, he's got the shot. He's a terrific skater. He's got speed, but they've got to get more out of him. There's no question. They've got to get more out of him. And it's a situation where he's now getting that opportunity. I stated earlier, a few weeks ago, that it's tough to produce when you're on the fourth line and playing with a different caliber player, but obviously Everson's giving him a chance in the top 6, and he's got to make the best of it.
Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer. So you have Toronto in town tonight. Coverage starts 6:30 here on The Fan. It's a very important one. Last time these two teams met was in Toronto. Jackets won in overtime. I assume the Leafs are coming in ready to go and hot tonight, Rims.
They are, and they're going to be bolstered by the return of Nyes and Matthews. Matthews, undoubtedly their top player. He's missed 5 games. Matthew Nyes, he's missed 3, and both are important players. So the Jackets will certainly have their hands full, and it's a situation where Columbus back on home ice here. It's normally a situation where they say 77% of the teams that are in a playoff position on Thanksgiving Day, tomorrow, are teams that are going to be in the postseason. Now, the Jackets are on the outside looking in, but mere a couple of points from a playoff spot and just 3 or 4 from one of the top 3 spots in the Metropolitan Division. So, yeah, this is a key game, and it's a game against the team that they're going to be fighting against, even though not in the same division, but fighting against to make it to the postseason. So it's a big 4-pointer, as they say, a proverbial 4-point hockey game.
Rims, I'm looking at back to the goaltending situation. Let's go back to how Jet and Elvis have been playing. Do you like the mix-up? Would you like to see one of the goaltenders just start to dominate the starts? I know, like, we
sort of had that with Jet.
We thought we had that with Jet, and then Elvis, comes in there. He lost 4 straight appearances. And I'm looking at how it was going early on. They were actually in the top 5 in the league in save percentage, and now they're sitting there at 16th overall. So I don't know if there's another way that they could try to get this to work to maximize both goaltenders at this point in time.
Well, Mike's right. For the most part here over the last couple of weeks, you've seen more of Jet Greaves than you have of Elvis Merzlikins. And the fact that Jet's coming right back here tonight, and that performance by Elvis was the first in a couple of weeks, don't be surprised if Greaves continues to play at the level he's played, that he assumes the number 1 position. Elvis has got to, and he has. It's not that he's played poorly, but Greaves has had the better performances here of late, and it looks like Everson is going to lean on him a little bit more. So that might really be kind of established here as we move forward based on what we've seen here over the last little bit.
Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer, brought to you by Rimmer's Friends, Buyers Imports by the Airport. You want to talk about your friends, Rims?
You know I always will. And yes, Buyers by the Airport. It's easily located, easily to get to, and you know where Buyers Imports certainly is. I want to talk about Buyers Subaru because today, talking to Kevin King, he pointed out, and this is a first for me to know, but a first for Buyers Imports. Subaru that is, they are the first Subaru dealership in the entire United States. First ever Subaru dealership. And
I didn't know that.
No, I didn't know that either until Kevin pointed it out. Now, they say it's the oldest, but for me, I kind of turned it around and say, well, if it's the oldest, that means it must be the first. But perhaps there was another Subaru dealership that preceded Buyers Imports by the airport, but Buyers is there continuously, and they are the oldest and very likely the first Subaru dealership anywhere in the United States. How's that?
Thank you, Rims. You are Canadian, and you have told us on occasion that you celebrate both Canadian Thanksgiving and American Thanksgiving. When it comes to the food at Canadian Thanksgiving, is there a big difference from its American counterpart?
No, not at all. It's the same thing. It's turkey, it's ham. My preference, of course, is turkey. It's all the condiments. You know that you're going to get, at least I know, tomorrow, even though we're going to one of the neighbors tomorrow night, what with my daughter, son-in-law, and Crosby moving to Maryland, where we were here in the last week. My wife makes the best cranberry sauce there is. Doesn't come out of a can. It is made by my wife Farrell, and I can't wait to have that with my turkey. Of course, I'll have gravy, mashed potatoes, pumpkin pie, although I prefer apple pie for dessert. So, yeah, it's one and the same, whether you're in Canada early in October or in the U.S. here late in November. It's the same holiday.
I'm wondering for a Maryland family if you just throw some crab cakes into the mix there, too. Why not?
Yeah.
It's the best you're going to ever get.
Well, I had a couple of Maryland crab cakes just last week when I was there, and I certainly missed them, but I'm not ready to commit full time to Maryland, even though my daughter and my grandson would love us to be there on an everyday basis.
Unless you have a name, Rims, I have another question for you.
I've got a name, but you can throw the question because it'll be a quick response. Right. Somebody that I spent time with here on the weekend, but go ahead.
Here's a question. You spent 20 years here in Columbus. You've been around hockey all over Canada, baseball, Maryland, Canada, South Florida, all of it. Is there another rivalry out there in sports that you think is at the level of Ohio State and Michigan football?
None. Not from what I experienced in Columbus, and I'm looking forward to Saturday's game. I'm looking forward to a Buckeye win this time. What's Michigan won? 4 straight?
That's right.
I think, I think it'll be a Ohio State victory and by at minimum 10 points come Saturday at noon. But, yeah, it's the biggest rivalry. I did witness years ago out west when I first started in this great business, the rivalry between Calgary and Edmonton, the Battle of Alberta when it came to hockey, both junior-wise and pros. But nothing rivals Ohio State, Michigan. And, yeah.
All right, give me your name, Rims. What do you got?
The Buckeyes have got to keep that streak undefeated. And, a Columbus native, Jack Roslovic. Do you remember him?
Of course.
He is off to an incredible start with the Oilers, although the team is struggling. And they were here Saturday night, and I went to the game, had a chance to talk to Jack. He's off to a terrific start there. He, in fact, scored a goal last night in an 8-3 embarrassing loss on home ice after they completed the road trip here in Florida Saturday night. He had a 2-goal performance and an assist Saturday here against Florida as he beat Bobrovsky. In fact, he beat Bobrovsky just seconds into the game, added a second goal, could have had at least a hat trick or 4 or 5. He is flying. He is happy. He's playing for a team that's considered to, again, be a contender, although they are struggling, but he is enjoying his time out there in Edmonton.
He had a good year in Carolina, didn't he, last year?
22 goals last season in Carolina, but when it came to playoff time, didn't see a lot of ice time. He's got to be a little more consistent, and I think he will be in Edmonton because when you're playing with either Draisaitl or McDavid, you're going to get all kinds of opportunity. And for all his friends and family in Columbus, he's off to a great start. He's in a great frame of mind, and I think he's going to have a terrific season. He's only on a 1-year deal, so he could be unrestricted. And if he has the kind of season that I think he's going to have, he will certainly cash in at the bank.
Rims?
Yes.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say right now he's playing at the top of his game, and they talk Connor McDavid. I think Jack Roslovic right now is exceeding McDavid, at least with his performance on the ice.
Jack Roslovic better than Connor McDavid. I heard you.
No.
Have a happy Thanksgiving.
I didn't say that.
Give your lovely wife a kiss for me. And I don't know your neighbors, but give them a kiss for me too. Okay? We'll talk to you next week.
And next week I may unveil the name of the book.
Oh, baby. Oh, wow.
I'm
Happy
excited.
Thanksgiving, Jeff. Have a good one, buddy.
Same to you guys.
Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Back page coming up. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Traffic is backing up due to an accident that's on Winchester Pike at Gender Road. And you're going to hit some slower traffic on northbound 71 on the north side between Polaris Parkway and Big Walnut Road. This report is sponsored by FranklinCrisisCare.org. Are you or someone you know feeling overwhelmed by a mental health or addiction crisis? The Franklin County Crisis Care Center is now open 24/7 with care from certified peers and professionals. Learn more at FranklinCrisisCare.org. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by The Waterworks and Header Plumbing, Drain, Heating, and Cooling. Together to serve you better. Schedule today at thewaterworks.com.
Skyline's Mac and Cheese 3-Way is back. This time with white cheddar cheese and creamy cavatappi pasta. Try a Mac and Cheese 3-Way with Skyline's original chili or their new chicken chili at participating Skyline locations for a limited time.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and a cool, refreshing mountain dew. So give me my good dance, give me a dew.
Grab some friends and an ice-cold Mountain Dew today.
Mountain Dew. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
My toilet's clogged, backed up too. The sink is running slow. Water's backed up everywhere. Oh, please don't overflow.
Clogged drain, no problem. It's 93 or free. I'll clear any drain or you don't pay with a 1-year guarantee.
It's 93 or free.
Guaranteed. Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
At Metal Supermarkets, we're all about getting you and your crew to quit in time sooner. That's why our service is a cut above. You see, no matter the project, we'll get you to the right metal, shape, and grade. Cut to any size, ready real fast. And yeah, we'll deliver, leaving plenty of time for the important things, like opening an ice-cold can of aluminum. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience store for metal.
Can't get enough of your favorite fan content? Good news, we're on all the digitals. Follow 971 The Fan on X, Facebook, YouTube, The Talk, and Gram. Your digital home for endless shenanigans. The Fan.
El Dorado Scioto Downs is your Caesars Rewards destination. And big news, Scioto Downs has been chosen to host the prestigious Breeders' Crown in 2026, featuring 12 championship races. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966. Visit Caesars.com/Scioto Downs for details.
If you haven't felt the rush of the holiday season, trust me, it's coming. Eric Reeser here. Get your body ready for all the tailgating and all the turkey at Hydrate Me Med Spa. They've got 4 convenient locations in Central Ohio, offering medical-grade IV and aesthetic treatments to help you look and feel your best during the hustle and bustle. I dropped into their Dublin location for an ozone therapy treatment. They infused my blood with medical-grade ozone that gave me a much-needed energy boost and properly prepared my immune system to tackle cold days and crowded stadiums. Look great, feel great today. Book your drip at hydratememedspa.com.
Back for a limited time, the French dip from Firehouse Subs. Piled high with premium roast beef, caramelized onions, and melty provolone cheese on a freshly toasted garlic butter roll. Served with warm, savory au jus for dipping. This premium French dip is only at Firehouse Subs for a limited time. Head to your nearest Firehouse Subs or order ahead and skip the line. And remember, Firehouse Subs catering is perfect to feed the whole crew on game day. Limited time at participating Firehouse Subs restaurants while supplies last.
Toyota-thon is on. Get in the spirit of the season with a new Toyota.
Now through December 1st, get 4.75 APR financing on remaining new 25 Corollas and Corolla hybrids. Excludes GR and Corolla Cross. Or lease a gas-powered 26 Corolla LE for $199 a month for 39 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. Jackets time at 6:30. Jackets and Leafs right here on the Fan. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so of course we're not here, but we'll have football all day long of the NFL variety here on the Fan. And then Friday, we are brand new. 3 to 6, we'll be here. Even if you're not working, pop us on at home. You can listen on your smart speaker. Pop us on YouTube. We'll be there. And don't forget, tomorrow night, Thanksgiving night, 10 o'clock. Maybe the kiddos have gone to bed. Maybe you're tired of merriment. Hop onto YouTube, search Common Man's Basement. Brought to you by my friends, the Lions Den. It'll be me, Timmy, and Jen Winters swapping stories, talking about Ohio State, Michigan, and answering your questions. You can email the show, goodcleanboy@gmail.com.
Now, neither of us have tickets for the game tonight. However, this is the type of game that is typically, in my opinion, a fun one to go to. Talking about the Jackets. Home game, playing a team like the Toronto Maple Leafs. Holiday is coming in. Maybe you get some friends and family that are visiting that have never seen what our hockey environment looks like. And you know what? For everything that we have not been able to accomplish as a franchise, I think we know that the fan base is strong and there's a lot of thirsty hockey fans.
It's going to be a fun crowd tonight. I think it's going to be a fun crowd.
A winner.
On Friday, the Penguins are in town.
Yeah.
And I think, you get Thanksgiving holiday, any sort of holiday, Christmas holiday time to get more kids in there. It's fun.
Yeah, it's just more fun because kids didn't have to go to school today, so they get that power weekend. They don't just get Thursday, Friday. They give them that extra Wednesday off as well. So they're in good spirits. Jack actually went with some buddies to the Buckeye basketball game last night. So that was fun.
How was the crowd there last night? Good.
It was not.
Nope.
Not
students
the
were gone, and see you later.
It was not the greatest. The environment at Nationwide is going to be a little bit better.
That gray court really got them going.
So last night the court I thought looked. I don't know. My brain and my eyes are playing tricks with me because there are times where unless you bring it up to me, it settles in and it seems fine. It seems okay.
Until
it's clear.
You watch a highlight from like 3 years ago. And you're like, oh, look at that floor.
Look at that medium colored wood.
Nice.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
You want to know a coach who's fun to listen to talk, and he's just the nicest, kindest soul?
Who's that there, Timmy?
That's Dan Hurley, the head coach of the Yukon Huskies.
He's normal.
So, with Thanksgiving coming up here, and Yukon having some basketball games sort of right around it here, he doesn't want to have any of this turkey slowing his guys down. This was his quote about the turkey consumption. We're not going to eat the effing, he had to say the F word too. We're not going to eat the effing tryptophan on Thursday and be
not
sluggish
family
as
friendly
S.
like me and you.
What is he, Jack Sawyer? Oh, S, man. Oh, F, man. I love that turkey. Oh, effing turkey all day long. So he said we're not going to eat the effing tryptophan on Thursday and be sluggish as S on Friday. So we're going to eat the tryptophan, the turkey, and everything on Wednesday. So that all the tryptophan, he likes saying tryptophan, is out of our system by the time we get to MSG. Here we go. So
tryptophan's a myth, too. Yes, it exists. Yes, it's a thing. You want to know why you're sleepy after Thanksgiving? It's not the turkey.
No.
It's the 3,000 calories worth of sides and pies that you've eaten.
That is right. There was a little blurb about this. The writer of this article pointed that out as well, that everybody kind of throws tryptophan under the bus.
We have turkey sandwiches all the time for lunch. We don't go to sleep.
It's calories. It's also the ginormous amounts of carbs and fluctuations in blood sugar levels that are more likely the culprit for you crashing out, or maybe you have low testosterone. Ooh,
Not today.
It's done.
They didn't pay today.
No, can't say today. But it was pointed out that if anybody tried to point those things out to Dan Hurley, he might have then jumped over the podium and tried to strangle that person. So
before we get out of here,
not the best thing to do.
It's the season of thanks, right? Thanksgiving tomorrow. And I know I speak for you too, Timmy. We are thankful for all of you that spend time with us every single day. We appreciate the heck out of you. We really do. You had an opportunity, when this show changed over about 6 months ago to, get angry, upset. Maybe it was in your routine for 12 years. And you said, I'm not going to give it a shot. And I'm glad that you guys and gals have. And judging by the numbers that we see, we're growing every single day. We're where we want to be. And it's because of you. Timmy, I appreciate you as well, because you are not just my on-air partner. You are my buddy. And at times, my lover. And so I appreciate that.
Maybe over the holiday
aspect. Well, you get
maybe over the holiday.
Spiked eggnog. You don't know what happens. And Teddy over there wearing his hat, ready to get out of here.
Hey.
I've known you for 22 years, Ted. And I'm going to know you for 22 more. I'm going to give the eulogy at your funeral.
Nice. I like that. I'll put that in there.
I'm going to be working blue, too, man.
That's fine.
Work blue.
I like it.
Work you till he's black and blue.
You know how much I appreciate you, though. You know that.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Absolutely.
I thank you for the words. It was an awesome year, honestly. If I think back to May, when all the stuff with the lineup started to swirl around, and when we talked about this, it was sort of a jolt of life, and goes back a couple years before, when maybe just sort of naturally I would make a couple of appearances or pop-ins on this show because we had the Buckeye Show coming up at 6:00, and I was always here in the building. And I'll never forget when you guys you made the decision to put my name into the show open maybe a couple years ago as being an update anchor and just sort of a character on the show. And that was very cool for me. That was a very neat deal, as I say.
Neat.
But then getting to do the show with you, it's been a dream come true, and I hope we can do it as long as humanly possible.
Have a great day tomorrow. We leave you with our favorite weird college football coach and his love for Thanksgiving. Ladies and gentlemen, Les Miles. And we'll see you on Friday.
I am the easiest man to please when it comes to food. I have to be honest. I think it's definitely the turkey with a warm gravy. Maybe it's the last spoon or fork of food on the plate, that has a little bit of salt and pepper and maybe a little bit of the turkey and gravy and some of the stuffing that would be there, and maybe just a smidgen of that cranberry stuff, right? Not like not kind of overwhelm the last bite, but that right there, oh my goodness, right? That last bite's worth a lot. I might add that the turkey sandwich with mayonnaise, mustard, onions, and a little salad, a little lettuce, kind of makes for good eating later too, doesn't it? Wish you hadn't mentioned that. I haven't had my lunch yet.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got slowdown due to an accident that's on the right shoulder of westbound 270 on the South Outer Belt between US 23 and 71. And there's some residual traffic from an earlier accident on Winchester Pike at Gender Road. This report is Lowe's. New at Lowe's, Pro Block Quick Dry Primer, expertly manufactured by Sherwin-Williams. Engineered for pros to dry fast, block stains, and go on smooth for virtuously flawless results. Available now in oil and water-based. Grab yours today.